The building. I'm your gracious host, Dr. Juice. Happy Juneteenth. We're going to break that down today. We're going to break down a few topics today, y'all. Y'all be ready for it. We're bringing in hot fire. Stay tuned. All right. I am your gracious host in the building, Dr. Juice, certified indigenous brother of America. And here we are, y'all. Another Juneteenth coming around. 2026. It's 2026. We got Juneteenth coming around. Can you hear me, Sister Shay? I see you in the building. Make sure I'm coming through clearly.
You're coming through loud and clear.
All right. Welcome. Greetings to you, my good sister. Greetings. Look like
same here, my good brother. Shaq is joining, and if my signal get messed up, give me a few minutes because I'm outside. I had some errands to run. Okay.
No problem. Not a problem at all. I'm going to play this little clip real quick for us while we get this thing crunked to kind of let y'all know where we heading at today. We finna make this thing happen, Captain. We got Brush Shack coming into the building. Let me see if we can bring Brush Shack in real quick before I get this thing crunked. Oh, that's Mr. Z. Bruh Z, what up? Greetings. Happy Juneteenth. Happy Juneteenth, black man. All right.
Yes, sir. I'm headed to Birmingham early this morning. I'm going to let y'all know what the atmosphere is like.
Shit, boy, you going into the Lions Den, boy.
I've been going into the Lions Den for the past 2 or 3 months now with all these major current events on the eastern part of the United States. That goes as far as I-36.
Well, I'm going to let you know what you need to do right here. This is the type of mindset you need to have right here. Let's later on.
Freedom by any means necessary. We want justice by any means necessary. We want equality by any means necessary. We want it now, or we don't think anybody should have it.
So whatever kind of action program can be devised to get us the things that are ours by right, then I'm for that kind of action no matter what the action is. I don't think when a man is being criminally treated that some criminal has the right to tell that man what tactics to use to get the criminal off his back. When a criminal starts misusing me, I am going to use whatever necessary to get that criminal off my back. And the injustice that has been inflicted upon Negroes in this country by Uncle Sam is criminal. Don't blame a cracker in Georgia for your injustices. The government is responsible for the injustices. The government can bring these injustices to halt. And what you and I have to let the man know is we are peaceful people. We are loving people. We love everybody who loves us. But we don't love anybody who doesn't love us. We're nonviolent with people who are nonviolent with us. But we are not nonviolent with anyone who is violent with us.
But when someone attacks you, when someone comes at you with a club, when someone comes at you with a rope, when someone comes at you with a gun, despite the fact that you've done nothing, he tells you, suffer peacefully. Pray for those who use you despitefully. Be long-suffering. And how long can you suffer after suffering for 400 years? The most disrespected person in America is the black woman. The most unprotected person in America is the black woman. The most neglected person in America is the black woman. And as Muslims, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches us to respect our women and to protect our women. And the only time a Muslim really gets real violent is when someone goes to molest his woman. We will kill you for our woman. I'm making it plain, yes. We will kill you for our woman. We believe that if the white man will do whatever is necessary to see that his woman gets respect and protection, then you and I will never be recognized as men until we stand up like men and place the same penalty over the head of anyone who puts his filthy hands out to put in the direction of our women. That whenever a people come to the conclusion that the government which they have supported proves itself unwilling or proves itself unable to protect our lives and protect our property because we have the wrong color skin, we are not human beings unless we ourselves band together and do whatever, however, whenever is necessary to see that our lives and our property is protected.
Any means necessary. Y'all heard this, brother? Did y'all hear this, brother? He was talking this way back in the 60s. And you got these old sassy dudes around here not talking about praying for your enemy. Pray for your enemy. Let God handle it. I'm going to talk to God about it. No, we ain't talking to no God about it, man. The man said any
I heard the
means
words on the
necessary. Any means necessary. Any action necessary that needs to be took. That young man, Carmelo Anthony, understood that. He understood the assignment. I know y'all don't want to hear that. I know y'all don't want to hear that. But that's how you're going to hear it at Urban Matters BMG. We're not going to sugarcoat shit for you. That young man stood on business.
Why they don't want to hear it. But I will express that here in a few minutes. Just give me a moment.
Absolutely. They don't want to hear it. Sassy dudes that don't want to fight. See,
it's not just sassy dudes, brother Juice. Just give me a minute because I'm in the middle of something. I'm gonna mute my mic and I'm gonna get back with you. But continue, because I got an answer to that.
Let me finish what I'm saying.
All right.
I say it's sassy dudes because anytime, like Malcolm X said, you will sit around and let people keep insulting, abusing your community. Something wrong with you. Something is definitely wrong with you. That's why I got to play this next clip right here coming up. And I just want to try to, segue into what we need to segue in. But right now, hold up real quick. Let me give you the reason why I call this show Black Pain. Because for decades, corporate media has turned Black suffering into a spectacle, packaging trauma as entertainment, outrage as ratings, and tragedy as profit. The cycle is deliberate. Stories of violence and struggle are amplified, with narratives of joy, innovation, and resilience are buried. This imbalance keeps audiences emotionally charged, but uninformed, ensuring clicks, views, and ad revenue at expense of truth and dignity. That's what they doing, y'all. They packaging trauma as entertainment. And you going for it. Hook, line, sinker. This is a news cycle. Don't y'all see what's going on? They finna package all of this and keep the cycle going until clear up to midterm elections or maybe even the national elections. And you're going to fall for it. Hook, line, sinker. You're going to fall for the Jedi mind trick again. The Democrats going to come out acting like they finna fight the Republicans for you and that all of this is the Republic. You heard what Malcolm X just said. He said, you want to blame it on the cracker in Georgia. Like they trying to do right now. The Democrat Party is trying to attack the southern states right now, blaming it on the southern states, blaming racism on the southern states. I seen something up there with Brandon Johnson in Chicago. An Asian dude put a Trump hat on top of what was it? He put something on top of some type of statue and set the statue on fire to make it look. And Brandon Johnson come out now. The FBI and all of them are seeking hate crime charges on this Asian guy in Chicago. But Brandon Johnson, the mayor of Chicago, he's coming out trying to frame it as, oh, it was a MAGA setup. What? This guy's not making any sense. Brother Shay, did you see that? Did you see that clip with an Asian guy? I'm going to look that up. I'm going to find that on TikTok.
Lito.
Salute.
No, I didn't see that yet, man. You got to, there's so much going on, bro. Man, you have to put me on.
Asian guy, he came out. Hold on, let me look it up. In Chicago, Brandon Johnson. Yeah, he came out, set a statue on fire or something, and Brandon Johnson comes out and tries to package it as some type of Trump thing. I think it was a cross he came out and burned. I think I got it right here. Hold on. Here we go. We got it right here. I tell you, man, black pain is fake media fuckery is what it is. It's all hand in hand, man. That's why we got to have a plan. We got, like Sister Chef said, we got to get on the ground. We cannot continue to let these news cycles emotionally charge us up. We have to get on the ground. And we're going to have to start saying, hey, man, we want legislation. Fuck all this. You see that Obama shit, they coming out dancing. I'm every woman at the damn Obama Museum. I'm trying to figure out what the hell people celebrating. Here we go right here. Come on, man. I mean, bro, they doing too much, bro, right now.
That cross in broad daylight in the middle of the park is an Asian man. In light of all that's going on, I've never heard or even experienced this much racism at the hands of the Asian community. I did not see this coming. To have someone of Asian descent burn a cross in a public place as a way to oppress black people. And just to piggyback off of Nene, why did you use something that belongs to white people to oppress us? If you're going to be racist towards us, it should be something that belongs to you and your culture. Why didn't you, like, burn a stack of bean sprouts or something? The fact that the person of interest for burning that cross in broad daylight in the middle of the park is an Asian man, in light of all that's going on, I've never heard or even experienced this much racism at the hands of the Asian community.
I just don't get it.
Hey, Brandon Johnson, how you doing? You may not want to listen to this. This is a man who once said that Hyundai was responsible.
He deserves to stand trial to the American people. Some paraphrase, I guess, but
I think you use the word end.
That's what I mean by end. I mean by end, I don't mean.
Now, how the hell is he speaking out? This nigga should be locked up. Look at him. Come on, man. Something ain't right with the damn sauce. Something ain't right in the sauce, bro.
I mean, like a civil war. If that is the imagery that you're trying to imagine.
Lou says he built this cross after carrying wooden slats from his near West Side apartment to Grant Park last Tuesday afternoon. He showed the red ball cap that he put on the top beam and used lighter fluid and toilet paper to get it all going.
I put a red hat to signify the MAGA hat, the Make America Great Again hat. So that was, yeah, that's what I tied on top.
But that's not visible in the one video that was taken by a motorist.
Lou says he was protesting what he calls MAGA Christian nationalist supporters and the Trump administration ruling class.
He's just scamming people. We're just scamming out of money, right? And I think that's a great reflection of how this country works right now, where money controls everything.
Chicago police and the FBI have been trying to identify him ever since, putting out this flyer with pictures of him running away, CPD labeling it an arson.
Are you surprised nobody's identified you to this point and
a little bit
called them?
A little bit, but to me that's not that important.
Right.
I don't really, like, to me this issue is bigger than just myself.
Did you make it all the way through almost 4 years at UIC without somebody teaching you that a burning cross is one of the most divisive symbols in America?
No, I didn't. I don't really have any, like, I never grew up with religion, never.
Now, you know, I just got to say something to this, man, before y'all. I know y'all finna chime in on this. How the fuck do they come to our country imposing their beliefs on us? And we got some cornball ass people that'll go along with this dumb shit he doing. All because it seems like it's a shot at MAGA. But bro, that shit is a shot at religion. That shit is a hate crime against whatever the fuck he trying to do and say. And then number two, he trying to act like he doing it in the honor of us as Black Americans. Y'all give me some feedback on that there. What y'all think about that, bro? Frank Nevermind say crisis actor. I believe that, Mr. Frank, in the comment section. I believe a lot of this shit is crisis actors. But Frank, if we know that, why are we not fighting back against it? Why are not we not exposing it? Why are we saying, hey, well, y'all need to investigate this? And we're not going to stand down. We're not going to stand down until this is investigated, because we know this stuff is crisis actors. We know that all of this stuff is what they call false flags. And it's trying to invoke all type of fear, hatred, and uproar in America. Like, you get what I'm saying, Mr. Frank? What's the purpose? What's the purpose? Brother Z, you want to chime in?
That orange man, he think he playing a video game, like he could just press the restart button, and he wants war.
Right. But what about, like what Malcolm X said, what about the government? All of this shit been in place. All this been in place before Trump.
See, yeah, back to what I had wanted to comment on. A lot of people, they talk that talk saying that they'll die for one another, they'll die for their family members, but I truly think that when your car gets pulled, whether it be you or another family member, that sacrifice is not as easy as it's said. Now, I'm not saying everybody, but that is the problem. And where it's gonna halt and stop is the wrong individuals have to be tried in order for that sacrifice to be made. All that protesting and kumbaya and praying and stuff like that, that's not working. We got to really be willing to die for us not to be bothered with. What a horrible job that some people are saying that they are doing in Birmingham on behalf of that child being killed by law enforcement. I haven't seen it for myself, but when I get there early in the morning, I will let y'all know what the atmosphere says to me as far as visiting that area.
I think that was Mississippi. That wasn't Birmingham.
That wasn't Birmingham?
No, that was Mississippi. Yeah, that was in Mississippi. Talk about the police officer that unalived and murdered the little 1-year-old baby, shot into the side of the car.
Yes. I don't know why is that having an effect on Birmingham, but hey, we're gonna see.
Well, you know, Mississippi and Birmingham are right there beside each other.
I'm Ruben Diaz. Here's your ABC 24 News update. The Mississippi officer involved in the shooting death of 1-year-old Cohen Wiley is currently on leave. In the meantime, people in Senatobia have packed a Board of Aldermen meeting demanding to see video footage of that incident. Here's ABC's Ezekiel Talamako with more.
Community members filled Senatobia City Hall following the death of 1-year-old Cohen Wiley after he was shot and killed in the Senatobia Walmart right off of US 51. Now, when it comes to community members, they say that they've had enough and they're demanding for evidence when it comes to what took place here on Sunday. According to the Mississippi Bureau of Investigation, officers with the Senatobia Police Department and Tate County Sheriff's Office responded to a shoplifting call Sunday at the Walmart on US 51. Investigators say that officers encountered 2 subjects and a child leaving the store in a vehicle. The MBI says that the driver allegedly drove towards officers and nearly struck one of them before an officer fired their weapon. Now, the vehicle later arrived at a local hospital where 1-year-old Cohen Wiley was pronounced dead and another person was listed in critical condition. During Tuesday's Board of Aldermen meeting, residents called for the release of the video following the incident.
So we want some footage, okay? Before y'all tamper with it and do all what y'all do, before y'all do all that right there, we'd like to see some clear-cut footage as to what happened at Walmart parking lot and what caused this range officer to feel on a woman and a child.
MBI is over the investigation. Listen to what I'm saying. I would like to see the footage just as well as everybody else in order to make a decision. I mean, you get what I'm saying?
Brother,
I understand we need to suspend him without pay. Suspending him without pay until NBI finishes their investigation.
City leaders also announced that the officer involved had been placed on administrative leave without pay pending the outcome of the investigation. Mississippi Department of Public Safety Commissioner Sean Tyndall says that investigators are working to collect evidence and to complete a thorough review of the incident.
It's one of those things that across the board it takes time. Again, this happened we got to gather a lot of that evidence, and it doesn't just happen as quick as everybody wants it to. I understand that, but I cannot allow expediency to overtake the quality of the work that we're expected to do in these types of cases.
The Mississippi Bureau of Investigation tells ABC 24 specifically that this remains an ongoing investigation and that, again, they're going to continue to send more information to the Attorney General of Mississippi when it comes to what took place at the Walmart right here at US 51. Now, when it comes to the residents that I've spoken to, they are furious when it comes to the child. Reporting in Senatobia, Mississippi, I'm Ezekiel Telemaco, ABC 24 News.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Did you hear that, bro, Shaq? Wow, wow, wow. Shot a 1-year-old baby. And I'm wondering, is it a black police officer that did it? Because I seen a little black police officer running just then. I'm wondering, did he do it? Because they suspended him without pay. That's very rare that they suspend the white officer without pay. They usually will suspend the white officer, but they will still allow him to be paid. That's very interesting. That's a very interesting take
I heard that story, man.
That's
the home state. You know what I mean? But I never heard of that town or whatever, that county or whatever. Centobia, what's it called? Centobia?
Centopia, something. They say it's in North Mississippi. North Mississippi.
Yeah, I just don't understand. Even just the reportings of it, bro. Shooting in a moving vehicle off of alleged pamper theft. Come on, bro. Like that ain't even warranted. That was non-threat, non-violent, a non-violent offense, at best. You know what I'm talking about? You got cameras. You know, all you do is look the license plates up before they get home. You be at their house before they even get home. Like, let's just stop. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't give a damn if it's black or white, because you know what I mean. I keep telling people it's a mindset, bro, and it's coming from the head of state. It's coming from the White House. It was put in order. We got to go all the way back to the birth of a new nation, nation, bro. Those mentalities is embedded in that new formed. Because those were different people from the people that got here in 1700. People just don't understand that. That class of people that came in, that was coming in the late 18th, 19th century, was a slightly different class. They was, you know what I mean? And they was coming to rule and take over, and they didn't give a damn about justice, and they wanted to be above the law, as you can see. How can you rule a whole nation of people, bro, as criminals before you even know them? That makes no sense at all. This is why we get racially profiled and get overly charged when it's small situations. The penal system is full up. It was an investment by the behest of our prosperity. Commerce. Criminality is commerce. You know what I'm saying? So the mentality comes from the top. It comes from the top down because they set the example. The White House set the example. Yep. Woodrow Wilson them set the example, bro. And once again, they were Democrats. He was a Democratic elected president.
Yep.
And not to just bring in because That's when the divide came in. When they started the Democrat Party and the Republican Party, that's when the major divide amongst the American people started and was endorsed. It is what it is. That's what a divide is.
Well, you know, like I say, segregation was the best thing for us because once we became desegregated and started living amongst our open enemies, you know, our counterparts, I should say, they came up with laws at that point in time when we had our own land and we had our own reservations, and when we had our own Tulsas and our Black Wall Streets, we were fine.
Right.
But you had a few Negroes that had a hunkering for some white cooch.
There you go.
And so you're going to always have that, especially with a lot of these black immigrants. They love that white cooch. They'll come over here and try to speak for us. Like that one guy, I think he's gonna get ready to come out and play Bass Reeves. Did y'all see that?
No, who was it?
That one African guy. It's an African dude. He talking junk by he's the best guy to play Bass Reeves. And so a lot of the grassroots community are saying that a lot of these tethers, all of them should get a lesson in civil rights before they're even allowed to play any of our American heroes, our Black American heroes.
Right.
And that's how these people are. If you, man, my wife, listen, my wife is a movie buff. She loves all types of cinema and films. And I point out to her on a daily basis to show her how a lot of these Idris Elbas and all of them are coming in, taking over the film industry.
Yeah.
You rarely see Black Americans now having starting roles, much less of any roles in Hollywood.
Yeah.
So, and then that's a problem. That's a problem because most of these characters that they are portraying are American characters. And so who better to play an American character or American hero or American storyline than an American?
Yeah, absolutely correct.
Right, when they're not American. They're not like us.
I'm gonna give y'all a channel that y'all can go watch, right? Since y'all like it, because I like to watch movies. I'm a movie buff too. I watch movies. Black, go look up on YouTube. You tell your wife and everybody y'all want to check out some black like movies, you know what I'm saying? They make, you know, Black Tree TV. They play a lot of the older black movies, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And they you know, I just watched one with your boy, and this is another thing, because we gotta have a conversation about the race, about black men dating white women, and bro, for every so-called black male that
Jungle Fever
is dating a white woman, I can give you 5 of them that's married in multiple years, 20, 30 years to a so-called black woman. Right? Prime example. The guy I'm talking about, Courtney B. Vance and Angela Bassett. They married. They've been married for some years, right?
Right.
So for everyone they claim that, oh, blacks married. No, it's way more of us and that's common sense that we marry within our ethnic group, a national, than outside. But if you listen to the media, you'll get inferior. That's another one of those fear tags. You get inferior. Oh, the black man is leaving the black woman. She what? Where?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Where? Where?
Yeah.
I mean, all the top celebrities
I gotta
they've been married for 30 years.
What was that, Brother Z? Yeah, we can hear you.
I think I got that.
Oh, you're breaking up now. You're breaking up now. You were sounding good before you got back in your truck. Yeah, you freezing up, Brother Z. Bro, AZ, you freezing up.
Yeah, he might have to take his Wi-Fi off. If he on his cell phone, just try to use his cell phone signal.
If you building. Hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you. Turn your Wi-Fi off when you get in your truck. Just turn your Wi-Fi off.
I gotta step out the truck and move closer to the building because the Wi-Fi is
on the Wi-Fi
at the
yeah, that's what we're saying.
Right.
That's what we're saying. Once you start moving back out to your truck, bro, Z, turn your Wi-Fi off. Drop the Wi-Fi from the building, and then your cellular phone will take over better.
Correct.
Yeah, so you can get in your truck, but you're just gonna have to turn the Wi-Fi switch off.
Yeah, because it's gonna have you pinging back and forth.
Yeah, you're gonna be pinging. You're gonna be still trying to pull off the building, and it's going to distort it.
Okay.
We got Sister Shell. She keep dropping in and out.
Okay, am I coming in
y'all
clear now?
today.
Yeah.
Yeah, you still clear. Yeah.
Okay, what I was saying, back to the subject about the young baby that got killed by the law enforcement in Mississippi. That reminds me of my incident that I had with law enforcement back at Lake Wales. I later on found out the reason why they brought my charges against me was because I filed a complaint against the arresting officer, which I felt I had the right to, was because he said he made an initial traffic stop, but I haven't violated any traffic infractions for him to pull me over, and he claimed he made a felony stop based off past allegations that were like several days ago, and he really didn't know who he was looking for. He was just looking for every car that fit my description based on accusations. But my point is that when you pulled me over in front of the O'Reilly Auto Parts store, him and the other officers didn't properly secure the area for them to have guns drawn out on me while I was sitting in my car, and there was an employee of the store who happened to be taking the trash out. Let's just say the unthinkable happened where if I would have reacted to them doing that, or if they thought that I was retaliating with them against them with a firearm, and they shot and missed and hit the store employee on accident. So the lieutenant stuck up for them and said they did everything correct. They did what they were supposed to. I disagree. You were supposed to tell everybody, hey, stay in the store. Don't nobody get out of their car and go in the store right now. You know what I mean? As far as handling business correctly as a law enforcement agent with the incident of that nature. That day.
You was black, boy.
Right.
We got to go get you. You a threat.
So now,
that's what
you're breaking up again, brother Z.
This is
breaking up again, AZ.
This is what I'm saying, brother Juice. This is why even bro, even the depiction of how when they go to training, right? Even
if you miss
training, right? It's a black suspect. It's a black shadow. So and the psychology is you black, you're a criminal. It's just embedded in the psychology of law enforcement, bro, in the United States of America, bro.
Right.
The targets that they target, even in police academies, too, it's a black target. It's a black target. It's a shadow. It's dark. It ain't, you know what I mean? They did studies on the psychology of this stuff too. The white criminal, they get the scenario where you're in the store or whatever, and they going through this training modules and stuff, and the white criminal pop up, they don't shoot him. None threatens to him. They
go take him to Burger King or something, or give him a bottle of water.
And the black target shoot pop up, not even just being black, it could just be a black shadow, like figure pop up. They shooting the black shadow figure, and then when they go back and look at it and do the audit, the white motherfucker was the goddamn criminal. You know what I'm saying? He said, "Oh, what the hell is going on?" So it is a psychology, bro. I don't know how to break it, but it's definitely a mentality, bro. That's going on.
Right. Right.
Yeah, man. Like I say, Black Pain, man. That's the name of the show today. Black Pain, and y'all haven't seen anything, man. This is gonna be like the red summer of what that is, 88.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a hot summer, boy. You know, you already got boosting bitches where y'all at, and scamming niggas where y'all at, and all of these stones trying to promote. Yeah, exactly. They're trying to promote this environment, and we go for it every time, man. We like. I'm gonna tell you what I think our problem is as Black American culture. We allow what we allow too much. We allow them to stereotype us too much, and we allow them too many times to come in and paint us as a ratchet type of culture. And, we have that dusty Negro mentality all the time. Like, that shit is like a form of entertainment. Your sexy reds, you got your damn you know, your damn whatchamacallit's coming out, your what that girl name, Megan Thee Stallion, and come on, man. We're more than that. We're bigger than that. I ain't saying that. I'm some beautiful women.
Corruption is the new cool.
But nobody looks at the pain that's probably behind a lot of that either. You know what I'm saying? And that's why today's show is about black pain, monetizing black pain. And Benjamin Crump, he already on that Mississippi thing, y'all. On that incident, brother AZ. He on it. See, now he ain't come out for the Anthony stuff, but soon as a black person lose their life, oh, he coming out now. He coming out full speed. Because, see, that's how he make his money off of black pain and black death.
Yeah.
Is he really for us?
No, he ain't for us. And you know what? That Negro is a black American. He's an indigenous American. And that nigga sit there and just exploit us. He worse than the Asians and the Arabs. And he with his exploitation. It's sad.
Isn't he a part of the Boule? Because he was a part of the frats when he was in the Florida. What I forgot what college he went in Florida.
Nah, you're on point, brother AZ. Nah, you're on point, brother Goodbye. Nah, you get it. That's why I say you got to be very careful blaming everything on Trump, bro, AZ, when you know what you just said.
No.
When you just said what you just said, these are the people that's responsible. Notice, that's all they going to do. You got them type of people like Benjamin Crump there, and Al Sharpton and Roland Martin, they're constantly blaming on Trump and the Republicans. When it ain't no what Trump and Republicans doing what Trump and Republicans supposed to do. They supposed to look out for their own damn people. And ain't nothing wrong with that.
And soon as a black brother gets killed in the streets by any means, or if it's horrific and it hits the mainstream media, here come Crump. But also I wanna get on Sister Matthews' case too, because I remember if I sent the message out to you or insinuative post about her, like I was digging, you know, what she was doing, but lately in these past few current events, it's starting to be a little comical when she takes the stand or the microphone or do a video of something that's going on in the Texas area. And so I took her serious in the beginning, but now it's starting to be a joke. So I'm wondering, like, okay, are you a character? You first came in the game as being serious, and now you want to crack jokes in between of what's going on with the seriousness of these current events. It's got me thinking, okay, are you a telger?
Correct. Yeah. No, she Boule. She part of Boule too. She tried to act all tough and hard, and she got the Cornell X and all of them, the new Black Panther Party and all of them running behind her. But a lot of them niggas is Boule, man. I mean, it's a proven fact that, let me tell you something about the Nation of Islam. Now, I rock with them boys, but that new modern day black Muslim
it's not what it is.
Them boys ain't like Malcolm X. Listen, don't you know if them folk, if goddamn Farrakhan was a real threat, he would have been gone. They'd have been off him.
I personally feel like Farrakhan had power in the beginning, though, and that he couldn't have been touched then. I feel like Farrakhan was more dangerous way back than he is now.
He was. And if you let him tell it, they say he had something to do with the whole Malcolm X thing.
Because he knows so much about it. He knows the underlying facts and the fictitiousness of you get where I'm coming from. I just can't put it in.
He got the blood. You forgot he got the blood in him, brothers.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
He got the. I mean,
I can't put it in intelligent words.
It's in his DNA. He got the Caucasian blood. Is in his DNA. His father's Caucasian. If I'm not mistaken. So it's in his DNA.
Caribbean. He got that West Indies in him. West Indies blood.
He does. Look at his hair.
Let me play a clip real quick. What y'all think about this right here?
When young black men, each of them twice his size, tried to make him get up from somewhere he was invited to be. People from their community are starting to speak out about the Metcalf family.
I'm not going to deal with Jeff Metcalf and him and his family bullied us out of our seat. That's how this trial came to be, is because his kids are bullies and want to bully people out of their seat. So where do you think his kids learn to be bullies at? According to their environment. That's all I'm going to say.
Somebody in the Collin County's prosecution's office edited Carmelo Anthony's mugshot to cover up the fact that he was assaulted. This is when Carmelo Anthony was arrested at the track meet. His nose is swollen and his right eye is a little swollen. And most notable, on the same side where his right eye is a little swollen, you can also see a patch of his locks missing. Now here's the Collin County mugshot once he was booked the exact same day. They edited the picture and made him a little darker. You can clearly see they edited the picture. They took down the swelling on his nose and eye, and they edited his hair. The part where that patch is missing is now filled in. This was a dirty cover-up trial in a racist conservative county in Texas. They railroaded Carmelo Anthony. The prosecution lied about Anthony not being welcome. Carmelo was invited to sit at the tent by his track teammate, Eddie Para. See, they ain't tell y'all that Carmelo was invited by his track teammate to sit under the tent to get out of the rain, which is why Carmelo didn't leave, because he was trying to get out the rain like all the other kids, and he was invited to sit there. Austin Metcalf's twin brother initially said he was the one that got into a confrontation with Carmelo Anthony.
And my brother stepped in and said, "You need to move." He's like, "Make me move." Austin grabbed his backpack.
Did you hear that? He said my brother stepped in and told him to move. And then Austin grabbed Carmelo's backpack. You know this case was crooked because Hunter was the main witness. But because Hunter told the truth that wouldn't fit the prosecution's false narrative, they didn't even call him to the stand to testify, and he was the main witness. That's how you know something was off. This trial was straight bullshit. Just the fact that it was an older, all-white jury, that should tell you everything you need. What if Carmelo Anthony was white and two twin young black men, each of them twice his size, tried to make him get up from somewhere he was invited to be? People.
I've argued with somebody on TikTok at Brother Slim's broadcast about the whole trial situation, and it was a black sister in his broadcast talking about he should have took the stand and said he was sorry, he didn't mean to take their lives. I told her in a nice way, you got to understand that he was jumped not just by two people but several other people that was under that tent, and that if he would have not had that knife on him, whether he would be fighting back or not, he may have been the victim that would have been deceased.
Yeah, also too, they said it was a 3-inch blade knife, right? And the medical examiner, right, in the trial came up and she did her little autopsy and all that stuff. And she claimed that it was a 2-inch gash that pierced his chest plate. Now, I said, hold on. You know how much force you gotta have to try to penetrate a 2-inch, a 3-inch, alleged 3-inch blade through that type of his body and to go through all that?
It doesn't take that much, Shaq. I mean, when you're adrenaline rush, you being attacked.
Follow me, brother. The force. That mean that motherfucker felt that man, that dude was on top of him. That dude had to fall on top of him. First of all, they own bleach sleeper glitches. That corroborates the story of how they smothered him, and he hadn't even, you know what I'm saying, hadn't even got up yet.
Was that an actual knife he stabbed him with? I heard it was like a tool that you use to clear or clean the underneath and
well, we never
dirt under the cleats, right? And we never seen the video of him, but from the details is that they trying to say that he murdered the man, but it was several people jumping on him. So I think that was self-defense, and by him having that sort of weapon on him, he had all rights and means to use that to get them up off of him.
Of course, it was self-defense, 1,000%, like you said.
And he may have not meant to kill him, but that was just, that guy was twice his size. And even if it was just a one-on-one, that's still more than enough of the other guy being overpowered. That black brother. Anyway, yeah. So well, it would still would have been the same result.
Yeah, he twice his size, and allegedly he's supposed to be a trained martial artist. What are we talking about? This is a trained martial artist.
Y'all check this out right here. Yeah. Y'all check this out right here. Now I haven't verified this video, but let's see what they say.
Yeah.
That child, he fell.
Yes.
He fell on him, and the knife was, he had the knife in his hand.
Well, it wasn't a knife.
What was it?
It was a tool that they tighten up the track cleats with.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, so he never bought a knife.
Yeah.
So that came out in the courtroom yesterday. That
it never was a knife.
You don't want to sit down?
Richard, can I have my water?
Yes.
Let me just
it helps you.
Yeah, because I don't want you to fall.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to fall. I'm standing. I'm not going to fall. I'm not moving. I've got my legs long.
She say my legs still. Say my legs
My legs are, well, they don't, but if I can sit down, I'll be happy.
Yes.
But anyhow, that's what I'm here for, and I was hoping the card is not out yet.
Right. It's probably going to get out around 6 o'clock.
That's what I thought. That's what they said, and we've got another hour. And I just want to, I'm not going to. What's your name? Kathy Taylor.
Thank y'all so much. And sir, thank you so much. Very much so. We thank y'all for standing and just.
He's not. Thank you. And okay, so it was the cleat, and he had that in his hand.
Yeah, the tool is like a little tool like this, like a screwdriver.
So he was innocent completely.
Completely, because you're allowed to have that tool as a track athlete to tighten up your cleats.
Yeah. Okay, and he had it in his hand, and the other kid fell on mine. I do too, but
I could say fell on it, but if we're being completely honest, with four guys like wailing on you, and they're overpowering, you know.
I saw him. I saw him. No.
Innocent. Gotcha.
That's why I've always said he was innocent.
So the footage from the footage that you saw was Austin Metcalf actually falling on the object. Now, at what point of the video, like how long into the video before he actually fell on it?
He went over there to confront him.
Exactly.
He pulled out that thing to protect himself, and the other kid, the white kid.
Do you mind if I record?
I don't care, but I don't want to be on TV or anything.
No.
Yeah, we don't trust the news media.
Yeah, so
but our own podcasts and things like that, they don't report it. They end up saying that it's a knife.
No, it's not going anywhere.
Yeah. Social media.
Not live or anything.
I don't know what was wrong, but he never killed that child. He failed.
Yes.
He fell on him, and the knife was, he had the knife in his hand.
Well, it wasn't a knife.
He never killed that child. He failed.
Yes.
He fell on him, and the knife was, he had the knife in his hand.
Well, it wasn't a knife.
Still beating on him.
Shame on that black lady that was in Brother Slim's broadcast saying that he wasn't raised right, and that he was an insubordinate child, as if she knew who Carmelo is and like she knew his parents. And she was also talking in terms of suffer calmly, like how you was playing the Malcolm X.
That's what they want you to do. Suffer in peace.
And I gotta get on Brother Slim for that shit, for letting her say that.
Exactly. I bet you she was old.
In her 50s, mid-50s.
There it is. That generation.
And then had the right to try to follow me on TikTok. I didn't even get a chance to. I didn't follow her, but she's following me.
But they're paying these people out here.
All right, thanks for joining us today, Sister Shell. Greetings.
Salute.
All right, give us some feedback on this, Sister Shell. And Brother Z, you gotta start recognizing what a troll looks and sounds like. Exactly. A lot of you people coming to these sites to troll. They coming to our platforms to troll us. They really have nothing to offer. Go ahead, Sister Shell.
Yeah, that's just what I want to speak on. What Brother Goodboy stated, that these people are paid. I was just like they said, those people that were, some of them out there that was acting crazy out front of the courthouse, they were paid. BLM paid, Antifa paid people to cause chaos. So now they got the bots going all on social media, the trolls, like Brother Juice said, that are coming on these platforms to
I just
debunk
don't
what people
understand.
is actually saying.
How can you
But yeah, you
judge
have
a
to block
child and
people
how he
that.
was raised based off his actions of when he defended himself? Like as if you can't never
How can
stand up
they
for
do that?
yourself and you ain't supposed to hit back.
Hey, brother
But
Goodbar. Dawson is
we were
correct.
raised.
Some of the people in their 50 like right out right behind us, or before us, they had a mentality, bro. Because I was on the phone with somebody.
On
I'm
that
like, what?
setback
What
mentality
you
of
mean? He should have ran. He
that
should have ran away. If he'd have ran away, this never would have happened. If he should have just ran
Correct.
that
away.
bondage
What?
control of the Bible, right? That's what you're saying.
What?
Ask for forgiveness, walk away,
What?
turn the other cheek. But you never talk about the Bible that says eye for eye, tooth for a tooth. Meaning
Hmm.
what you do to me, I'll do for you. What about the Bible that say it's a time for everything? It's a time to steal, it's a time to kill, right? What
Hmm.
about those scriptures for in the Bible?
I ain't
See, so
Jesus
but you
Christ and I can't go
so-called
through what he went through. I'm gonna fight
Christians.
back.
No, but even the Bible tells you that part of that's in the Bible.
Yeah.
Don't be
I mean,
foolish.
these people fought different wars. Don't be foolish. My people perish because of lack of a knowledge. Man, come on.
Yeah. Now, also
Don't,
now,
don't,
I was
don't,
listening
don't,
to
no.
the chick. Now, like I said, it's a lot of implants in this situation. They implant themselves in this
It
situation too.
is.
But
I'm saying that too.
the old girl claimed that the Anthony family hadn't been in Texas that long. They only been here around about 2 or 3 years, about 3 4 years. They originally from Louisiana. I haven't confirmed that. Not, but that sounds about right because a lot of people, if people see, people don't know the demographic of Texas, y'all. So that's why I'm telling you, anytime you get on your live stream, you got to give people the demographic of Texas and the land, the layout, and the history because people just don't know. I've been here about 13 years and I'm still learning different stuff. Frisco and
Right.
Plano areas like that, those are migrated areas, like you said. There's people from different nationality races from other states that do migrate up into those suburban areas. And Tarrant County is
That's
another.
true.
Was it Mansfield? These are certain suburban areas that people from other states come and migrate to. They're not
That's
originally
true.
from those cities and towns and counties and stuff. They migrate up into those suburban type areas. They're going to work. They're going to live. They're trying to get away from, the noise out of, the big city. So they migrate into these suburban mid towns and stuff.
Suburban. That's true.
Yeah. They working, they hard working. You know what I'm saying? They don't know nothing about the landscape and layout. They don't know about the laws. They don't know nothing about people that's
How people act here in Texas, yeah, how we are,
yeah,
yeah.
families and stuff. Yeah,
Means you
how some
have
of these
to
cities is ran by
avoid different
families.
culture, different people. Yeah, you got to
Yeah.
deal with here and how to deal with them. That's true. And
Yeah.
that's unfortunate that happened, that the whole incident happened. But who gave the meth calves so much right to tell Carmelo to move? Why the meth calves just didn't go get an adult? Why you ain't go get a coach or adult to tell him to move?
Because they was using the
See,
white
that
why did
wasn't
I say
even
so
brought.
rule.
Why
There
did
it
I say
is.
so?
There it is.
Point blank period.
Who gives you the authority to tell somebody to move?
Why didn't I say so?
Who gave you that authority? Okay, then.
Just like me and you and I
But
were
why that
talking.
wasn't brought up in court though?
Because they white and they say so. They ain't even gotta bring it up.
I
mean, I hate to keep. You can use the white and I say so rule to back up everything that they do. That's how white supremacy works. White supremacy works in every area of activity in America.
You're correct. The coach even admitted on the stand. I don't understand why people didn't catch this. See, you let them talk, brother. This is why I always say, let people talk. And they'll tell you, brother. This motherfucker said this is the story they concocted, right? That they put Austin in. He's the lead. They put him in the lead, right? He's the leader. He go put the tents and stuff up. Bro, you just admitted to a liability, bro. You put another minor over other minors, 17 over another 17-year-old.
Come
You left
on
them
now.
unsupervised. You admitted that on the stand, fool. What? Now it works out when it works out, but when things don't work out, you got to be held accountable for there was no supervision. You know what I'm saying? What are the coaches at? Where were the adults at? I understand it was raining late. People probably were scattering, going different places and stuff. And even on the Centennial side, if we going by the story, why didn't they have a tent? What was the other two? Why these students got to go scramble and trying to take cover and shelter? What happened? Did they get left from the bus? What was the other students at from Centennial? I got questions. Bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I got questions, Brother Juice.
Yes, sir. Projects to Pinnacle. Greetings.
Greetings.
Well, I gotta. Can I add another twist to that, Brother Juice?
Yes, ma'am.
The fact that when we went through being bodied by these police officers under Gay Obama, why didn't we create our foundational organization dealing with criminal injustice in this country? Where were all these lawyers? See, this the problem I have. Mushmouth Crump. See, we blast him at TSU. We ran him up out of there when he came to Houston with that. We gonna handle you. We ran him out the whole building. This other lawyer that's talking, Shaq, that was just on that show.
The female chick?
The one yeah, she had the little gold bob because she was talking about this.
Yeah, she was an ex-prosecutor too.
Yeah, she was ex-prosecutor. Where was all these lawyers at? Where was the Lee Merritts, right? Where have y'all even consulted the Cochran firm? I don't know. Where are these lawyers at? They're supposed to come together to create a group to help protect us. Y'all know the NAACP has a yeah. Do y'all know the NAACP has a legal department? Y'all
A corrupt legal department.
Right. They
make things go the other direction.
But we know who run them and who they get their funding from, them small Smurf head peoples. Okay. So I rest my case.
That Courtney Alexander dude too. Oh, my bad. You got it.
Yeah, well, he's a plant. All these people. Well, I'm gonna tell y'all a good thing. That's what happened with the Carmelo Anthony case. A lot of these people are being revered. Remember, they got to replace their Coons. They got to replace the Jesse Jacksons. They got to replace the Al Sharpton.
So they behind closed doors or in a household, grooming them and tacticalizing them on how to go and shape them up and to continue the bullshit.
Of course.
Well, yeah, I mean that's what it's like a bait and switch. Act like look what Charleston White did. Oh, you with the Metcalf family, but the Anthony family had to pay you $3,000 to $4,000 to come to their home to watch the video to show that their son was innocent. Then you jumped on the Anthony family. Now, after that, you wear watermelon fellow shirts. Now you back. You go do a video. Oh, I'm back with the Metcalf family. Just go on X and see how many people share that don't look like us. Go on X. They love Charleston White. Them color copy paste people love Charleston White. They share his videos when he going in on us. He talking about he bodied a white person. I need to see that. But it ain't on my record. My record clear for it. No, sir. I need to see the paperwork. But he a crackhead baby. Just look at him. Look at that's crackhead baby. And then you not even one of us. You married to a Pinto, a Latino.
Wow.
How you talking about us if you laying up with a Latino? Well, y'all divorced, y'all ain't together no more. See, look at these. Shaq, remember I used to tell you that? Look at these people backgrounds. Check out these people backgrounds.
You got a legal background check and then you got a street background check. That street background check, it sticks to your ass. But based on what's in black and white.
Yeah. But I'm gonna tell you the game though, and this is the game that they running on us too. I keep telling people, you're dealing with criminal-minded people. These are professional criminals, so they colluders, right? So they've mastered the game of the bait and switch, right? I
Yeah, so
do
there's
good
no in
here. I go to
between.
church. I go to church. I give out turkeys. You know, I give money. I send people to college. But on the flip side over here, you know what I'm saying? I'm pimping hoes on the west side of town. I'm slapping them
You
women, pimping
taking
hoes on the
that
west
kind
side
of
of town.
money
Right.
out of
So
the
they
poor
mastered the
community.
then they mastered the art of deception. And I'm talking about all from all races and nationalities. They mastered the art of deception, if you notice that. They'll be over here saying they're going against so-called PDFs, but on the other side of town, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
They got some PDF stuff going on. You see what I'm saying?
They got a man cave that they report to that everything goes, but soon as they walk out of that man cave, they change they clothes
I put on new
and they
clothes.
proper
Yeah. Same
yeah.
clothes. Yeah.
So the
Yeah, there
one
you
that's
go.
saying, "Oh, we don't like pedophiles and we prosecute this and that and we don't tolerate that," they going in the man cave and they doing exactly what they don't want
Doing
in
exactly what,
society.
yes. Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Actors and
Yeah.
actresses.
Yeah.
Actors and
So they build up the cachet. They build up like you said, just to support what you're saying about the legal part and then the street part. They build that street cachet up by doing certain things to people righteously. Like they try to balance this righteous versus ratchet stuff. Right? Evil versus good versus evil. They master that. So they give out money and help people do certain things on this side. So when they do get caught doing the most devilish stuff, they can say, "But hold on, no, he helps old women. He go by and volunteer for at the local a nursing home and stuff like that. No, he's not him. You know what I'm talking about? These are
But when
devils in
they
sheep
get
clothing,
cased
bro.
up, that's out the window.
Y'all look at this guy right here. I can't take him serious, man. I just can't, bro.
Who is this?
Charles White.
Oh man.
I get to be a white man. I finally get to be a white man.
Is he just Charleston White wannabe? Or who is that?
That's him.
That's him with the makeup on. Yeah.
Poor I finally got my dream come true. I finally get to be a white man. I finally get to be a white man.
But he don't sound like one. He got to work on that voice.
That's why I listen, man. I'm telling y'all, this guy's an attention seeker, man. You cannot. This guy's a professional troll. I'm telling you, man.
Oh yeah.
I know he annoying Sister Chef.
Shaq say he always saying he just a character. This is a character. See how they play?
That's it.
I just didn't care though. I just this just comedy.
Yeah. Just like Sister Matthews from Texas. She's starting to get comedialized now.
Exactly.
But I've been telling y'all, I'm sick of it. And
all these people being exposed. They all been exposed.
You got that video. You got that video, Sister Shell, where they exposed the ass. She around him claiming she went to New Orleans and got a chicken foot.
Yeah, let me try to pull it up on my.
Hold on, bro. Who are you talking about?
Sister
Matthews.
Now, when she was on Smash the Brother topic, when she was telling that she was going to be coming up to North Texas and do the things, for the press conference, at the end there, she was like, "Yeah, y'all better have that fried chicken for me." I said, "What? Get out of here! Stop it, man! Why we got to do this?"
See, I already picked up on her. She sound like that old mammy, sound like a little mammy, a little plantation mammy. Yeah. I can't do people like that, man. Listen. I know all y'all know the story where I had a Chamber of Commerce that I started. Because like I say, I'm all about, like Sister Shell, on the ground, grassroots activities and grassroots actions. And, I founded in charity, the commerce. It was called the Polk County African American Chamber of Commerce. You can look it up on YouTube. And, man, I had more white folks signing up for my membership than I did my black folks. And y'all know one of the main objectives of chamber of commerce is to create commerce and business within the community. And just for me naming it African American alone, I had, of course, you're gonna have them mayonnaise militia coming at you, and I was holding it down, bro, 10 toes down, damn near with my board and just me. And like I said, man, I had more membership and more support from white folks than I did my own folks. Then this is how I found out about the boule, that the boule ain't shit, your NAACPs and all of them. You would think them niggas, they wanted me to come and join their memberships, partner with them, but none of them would partner with me because I wasn't going to sit around and try to decide which white folks were the nicest. I didn't want to apologize the way that I was moving, the way that I was operating the Chamber of Commerce. We weren't
You have no right to.
Yeah, we wasn't sitting around waiting on no permission to do shit. We were just doing it, and we was growing very fast and expeditiously. So that's what made me kind of, because lo and behold, in the end, it was the black boulets that came at me and tried to attempt a coup d'etat and literally tried to overthrow me, bro. So long story short, before the corruption started, I had to dissolve the whole thing, and I gave all the proceeds to a black young ladies charity group. I gave it all. They was pissed with me. They thought they was gonna be able to run to the bank with their money, and then I was gonna get blamed for it because I was the president. So it was gonna make it look like me with all the corruption. Like they got these damn stupid ass state troopers down here in Polk County.
Rats.
Did y'all see
killing
that?
the roaches.
What's up with that?
Yeah,
feeding
they
the rats,
dumbass.
killing the roaches, like Kodak say in the song.
Correct. No, we talking about the state troopers down here in Florida right now, Bruzzy.
Yeah.
They dumbasses. Okay, we got a place called Champions Gate. It's right outside Walt Disney World, that area around the I-4 corridor. And these dumb motherfuckers they like on off duty. Some of the law enforcement can't go down and patrol these areas because it's very heavy in traffic. So they can use their police cars and they can use their uniform and everything to make extra money on the side for themselves. Well, they were billing Champions Gate tens of thousands. Come to find out, there was some Haitian tethers. They was illegal. They were tethers. They were immigrants that had got on to the state patrols.
The only way an officer can make extra money is he has to be off duty and he has to put on a security uniform in fashion.
No, they didn't put on no security. They was in a state
state trooper. Yeah, that's illegal.
Wow.
Grady Judd going after his officers for doing that though.
No, Brazzy, that's not what happened. They were literally, it's legal. It is legal. They could do it. But what happened was they were billing billable hours when they weren't on patrol.
That's what I'm saying. That's illegal.
Yeah, but that's what they got them for. They didn't get them because they didn't have on no other uniforms. They had on a literal. They were supposed to be in place with their patrol cars and their uniforms on, their patrol uniforms, state patrol. But what was happening? They were billing them, and so on the days where they were billing, they went back on the GPS trackers on the cars, and they seen that the cars were not in the area patrolling, and that's how they caught them.
Yeah, that's why I was saying Grady Judd, he prosecuted and he fired some of his sheriff deputies for doing that same thing.
Yeah, just dumb. You know that the damn car got a tracker and it's a goddamn state patrol car. How you gonna get away with that?
You have to log in your hours on a time card. You have to log in as far as saying you 10-8 over the radio as well. So all that has to line up. They have to be within like 10 or 15 minutes apart from different check-ins. Like you clock in on a clock. If you go down to the station, you got to clock in with the dispatcher on the radio, and you got to clock in with the laptop in your patrol car as well.
Right. Correct. Even the laptop. You're right, bro. Z. The laptop got tracker. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Don't get in there.
Okay, so listening to you all, I'm gonna come from the angle of what's going on inside of the classroom. We get in these positions and we see what the other people are allowed to do and get away with it, and it work for us. That's the same thing that's going on inside of our educational institution with our children. As I said before, both of our teachers are white. So they're in our spaces with their white mindset and their white privileges and all of that. And they're telling our kids that you can do this, you're free, you don't have to do this. You know what I'm saying? So they're graduating thinking that they can do and say just like white kids can. We know that's not reality. And these people that I don't know who you're talking about, if they look like us or not, but we get in these positions and we start acting like the adversary.
Yeah.
But the outcome don't match because we're going down for some years and they're gonna be okay. So how do we get that moral compass we've lost back?
It's got to be a collective effort, like you
That's
said,
a
like we
great
collect.
question.
It's got to be collectively. You know what I'm saying? Because the parents, the people in the community that want to be in the community, right? The teachers, the law enforcement, your people that's in local, city, county government. You know what I mean? It's got to be a collective effort. No one person can make change. It's got to be a collective effort of change. You know what I'm saying?
But
Productive
when
change.
But
you say,
will the people, the question is, oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
no,
When you finish.
I was going to say, it's just like me coming in every day with my standards like I'm in 1960. The young people have been conditioned to think that's outdated. So being highly intelligent and all that, they actually argue and say we're not in the slave day no more. You know what I'm saying? So I say, because I'm sure you guys have seen your number of videos talking about kids can't read and all that. Teachers got one job to do, and that is to teach. I don't care if you got to come early or come late. I mean, we don't have a problem with doing it. So if you are hired to do one job, why you on here complaining about what the kids can't do? That means you were paid and you didn't do your job. It's the teachers. Our educators brought in morality. They brought in, expectations. Failure was not an option. You don't get an option to not do your work. That's just not us. So when you say the collective, we're gonna have to push. We're gonna have to push these people out of our schools. I say that every chance I get, and when I can't say it in school, it's on a hoodie. Basically, get the hell out of our schools, white folk, because they are the problem.
Well,
as to why America's crumbling.
when you don't know your history, if you go look up the history, and you can pull up this clip on Newsmax. When you
Okay.
go look up the history of why the Department of Education was created, even President Carter did not want to create the Department of Education, right?
Mm-hmm.
Remember, education used to only be provided through the states, which is why this administration, President Trump, whether you like them or not, they're giving back control to the states because the system has failed. But the system was designed to fail our students, right? So, for example, he did that to owe a favor back to the teachers. He knew he was skeptical about the Department of Education and what it would churn out. Then guess what? Then you had the teachers unions. So
Right.
the teachers union was controlling politicians, making laws, regulations, or whatever. Oh no, the school should run like this, the school should run like that, right? So now you have a group of people at the Department of Education. A lot of these people ain't even education majors. They didn't have you on there like a teacher. They didn't have me. I mean, I ran a nonprofit, which I didn't understand. For me to run a nonprofit for 5 years on a shoestring budget, and we got students from F's.
You're going in and out.
Freezing up on the Sister Chef.
Yeah, you're going in and out.
She froze up on us.
Yeah, she's going in and out.
It keeps saying, I keep having this issue.
You back. You back.
It keeps saying, oops, connection. What about now?
Yeah, you back. Let me
Hear you.
ask you a question, Sister Shed. Do you have a bunch of windows open?
Yes, I do. Let me get
Yeah.
out of it.
Yeah,
Hold
you may have to
on.
shut some of your windows down.
I gotta
All right.
give you a little pushback on that education thing too. I gotta give a little pushback on. They say going giving it back to the states, but why would he appoint Vince McMahon's wife over that if he giving it back to the states? That makes no sense. What they doing is they probably shrinking it, like they saying it. It's still gonna have some type of authority because they got to still give money out. They still got to give money. They still gonna give money to the states to do education and all that shit. That's part of the United States federal government's duty, the purse, to give money out, to fund these things. So they still gonna be funding it. So I don't know what they talking about getting rid of the board of education if they still gonna be funded from the federal government. They still gonna have some
just.
authority on that.
Well, I don't
You
look
know what I
at
mean?
the person who over it. How do you break up a system?
There you go. That's
How do
where I
you
was
bust
going.
up a corrupt system? See, I don't get caught in the
Well, Dawson,
billionaires.
they still
I don't
there.
never get.
He hired Vince
But
McMahon's
hold on.
wife to be over it though. So what you
But
mean? How's that busting the
why is it
system
an
up?
issue? But I don't. He busting it up now. So let me. This is what I'm saying about politics run your life. We gotta understand. We get so caught in our emotions, right? So let me get this straight. I don't care if it's Vince McMahon wife, a billionaire, a trillionaire. If you can bust up a system that has been failing students for decades, and you know it have, because why we got to go get foreigners from other countries that are more educated than America, and we the richest
That's the
country in the
federal
nation.
government does that. That's
But
the
we,
United States federal government does that. The state don't do that. That's the government. That's the United States government does that. They sign off on those. They sign off on those citizenships and those what's the name. That's the federal government do that. The state don't do that. That's State Department.
but you didn't,
They sign off on who can
but
come in and who can't come in, bro. That's all I'm
you didn't
saying.
understand my question. Hold on. First of all, we're in America. This is a capitalistic society. When they was shortage of nurses and doctors and
Uh-huh.
stuff, they had to get them from other countries. Yeah, that's the federal government issue, but remember,
Right.
we're a capitalistic society. We don't
Right.
care if we got to take from the pond in the river to keep this system rolling. We gonna do that. So
Right.
again, let me go back. How
Okay.
do you hold on? How do you this because okay, the money come from the federal and it's trickled to the state. What I'm
Right.
saying, how do you bust up a corrupt system? How do you get? I don't care if it's Billy McMahon, McMahon. I don't care if you're a billionaire or trillionaire. If you see a flaw in the system that has miseducated your people for
Mm-hmm.
years, for
Mm-hmm.
decades, you eventually have to bust that system up. So that's what this administration did. Like I'm gonna tell you, start number one.
They not busting the system up. They just shrinking it. They still got control. They just shrinking it a little bit with the people that they want on that.
But you giving no, that's
If
not
they
true.
hold on, if they was
If you
busting the system
giving
up, then they would
control
go back to
back
the
to the
citizen, right,
state,
Johnson? But hold on, if they
no,
was
it
busting the
goes back
system up,
to the
right?
states.
Okay, follow me, right? I don't want to. If they was busting the system up, that means the people will vote in who they want over the board of education, correct? And not these motherfuckers sitting in these offices and stuff, and these goddamn
But
boardrooms that's voting
so how
over
if
the
you
food department, that's voting over the FDA. Why we don't get a chance to vote who we want to be the director and president of FDA? If this is a
well
republic,
again, how do you
that's all I'm
bust the
saying.
system up? How do you bust the system up? That's what I'm saying.
They
It
not
has to
busting
be
it up,
some
bro.
way
They
you
they
bust
shrinking
it.
it. They privatizing and shrinking it for the people that they want in those positions. They not
Says
busting shit
who?
up. Says them.
Says who?
Says them.
No,
They appointed
that is
everybody
not
they wanted to
true.
point. They appointed
Well, I tell
everybody
you
they
what, we're
wanted
gonna
to
have to do.
appoint
We're gonna have
and
to
put in
do a whole
positions,
show
bro.
on that, y'all. Because this
Yeah,
definitely is
man.
a interesting
They ain't
topic that
busting
we
no damn
need to get
system
to
up,
the
man.
bottom of.
Well,
And y'all,
let me just say this,
go ahead,
brother
sister.
Juice. Let me finish because I never got my point through. How do you bust a system up? Don't companies downsize all the time? See, this is why I'm talking straight logic. Don't companies downsize? Don't they
Mm-hmm.
get rid of if a system that is corrupt and that's failing people? Don't they get rid of them people at the top? So this is what I'm talking about with the education system. With them giving, like what they just did with the Department of Education. He took a lot of money from a lot of these Stanfords, Harvards that's been brainwashing our students in the education system. Now they're giving more money to community colleges. Look what happened here in Houston. Houston Community College is now a college now. Okay, the students can't afford to go to school. Well, let's give more money to the community college. Let's get the workers out faster now.
Local
Back in the
colleges,
day when
right?
my
They did that.
mom, right, back in the day, my mom and dad, when they went to community college, guess what, Brother Juice? They paid them to go to college. They was a hands-on skill training program. But what they have done with the university system, they have hustled students. But again, how do you have billions of dollars and then your students are failing and uneducated? That's all I'm saying. You have to bust the system up. I don't care who's over it, but go look at the go on Newsmax and go look at them talking about the Department of Education, and it'll give you the history of it. Just go look it up on YouTube. I witnessed it.
I know,
I've been
I
in the
know some of
fight,
the history of the
but
Department of Education. It was came from the Rockefellers. Yeah, the GEB. It came off the GEB, the
I
General
got a
Education
question.
Board. Yeah, I know
Does
where they come
money
from.
will money reflect on the grades that the students make, or does it reflect on how the students are being taught? Whether it's a rich teacher, a poor teacher, rich school, or poor school.
Man, that depends on who the people is, bro. Because, like you said, these people get paid whether these students is fucking passing or not. They just
But
want to. They
would
just
you
want to make
say
sure
the
they fill
money
these
is
goddamn schools up.
makes who the people is though?
It all depends. It all depends on who the
well, it
people, who
depends
these people we
because
talking about. Yeah.
it's who's the teacher. I mean, I grew up in
Yeah.
a school district that looked like all of us, and we outperformed school districts that was white and mixed, and that was in the hood, North
Exactly.
Forward. So the teachers actually cared. They taught us. We had standards, right? We had discipline, right? We had trades. We were given a different standards to be great productive students, to be productive citizens in the world. I can lay
Right.
my class I
So then
graduated
it
with, I
has
probably can
nothing
only
to
name
do with
5 people.
money. Then it has to
No,
do
they
Exactly.
with the
stealing the
drive
money.
of the
That's
teachers'
right.
passion
That's
to
correct.
make the kids
That's
learn. Then
correct.
That's it.
So
Y'all,
why
so
is
y'all let me get
there
in
you
on this
go.
a little bit. Let me get in on this. And like I
okay,
say,
brother Juice.
this is what happens when you depend on your, like Malcolm X said, when you have to go to your open enemy and depend on your open enemy to educate you, give you a job, you in really bad shape. And let's go to some of our comments, y'all. We got brother Mark Evans in the comment section. Now got the comment section popping today. He says greed is greed, and he said also we are used as scapegoats and examples. He says performance-based pay should be in effect. I agree with that. I agree with that, bro, Mark. Gotta have someone to organize the breakup. He says. He says,
Exactly.
right. Yeah, he says you're not listening.
I agree.
Oh Lord, it's
Okay.
going down. Man.
Uh-oh. And also we
Organize
had
somebody
Brother
in the
Frank.
breakup, bro.
Brother Frank was up top. He was talking about the police when we were talking about the police. He says police black areas and they patrol white areas and the businesses.
Yep.
True,
Yep.
true.
Yep.
That's
But
true.
see, like I say, we depending on
Yeah,
our
Brother
open
Mark,
enemy.
teachers who care make exactly. So again, how did I run a nonprofit for 5 years on a shoestring budget and got students from C's, D's, and F to AB on the road and state and master it? All my students then graduated from high school or going to the military right now, going to a college and university with several scholarships and was accepted in magna program. So you gonna just keep throwing money at the problem?
Because you
You
care,
gotta
right?
bust the system up.
It's
Well,
people that's in there
if
that
I
don't
care,
care.
my thing is, but no, Shaq. If you have a Department of Education, just like us as nurses, right? We
Right.
got graded on our performance. So if I come to your classroom and they and the kids can't read it, hey ma'am, sir, we'll try to coach you, we'll try to work with you, we'll try to retrain you. But if not, hey, we got to go find somebody else. My younger brother used to go and he was over the reading department as evaluator, and he had to sit in the class and see how them teachers was teaching. He had to evaluate where they.
So the show breaking up on us again.
Brother
Mark says teachers who care make a difference in the comment section. He says teachers who care can make a difference.
They do.
So
that's what I was saying. Yeah, you gotta care, and that's why I said Dawson said how she do it. I said because you care. That's what I'm saying. You care to actually,
Marva Collins. I love her. She's my mentor. She didn't know me, but I mean, I really loved how she proved you don't need a certification. You don't need all this nonsense. She even talked about pouring money into schools, and she had like one of the top schools in Chicago. No teacher certification. She didn't go to school for educated.
The people at the private schools don't have no cert. A lot of them don't have no certification at the private schools, and a lot of the charter schools. Absolutely.
I gave you a brother too. Well, damn, I should have brought this video up. But you talking about an educator? It was a brother in St. Louis, Missouri, back in the early 19, and when they was blocking us from getting into the education and teaching our children, they banned him from teaching, and he started them. He was one of the guys that started teaching kids on a boat, like a boat school off the river. He outsmarted it.
I saw that. You sent that to me.
Say it again.
Mr. Barry Meacham.
That might be him. I don't know. The floating schools. You damn right.
I saw it.
Schools. Yeah. So we just have to, these technologies that we got and these shows like Brother Juice doing and everybody else doing, this is why I said collective. People can't keep putting their head in the sand anymore because it's information out here. We just have to use the information and the people that's doing it and link with them. You can't build a community if you don't come unite.
Yeah, when are we gonna do we unite and support one another? Because I'm like Brother Juice. When I started my nonprofit, it was a lot of people that didn't look like us on this show here that helped me. Do we support? Do we give our money? Do we give our time? If you're not gonna do the work, can you give your money? Can you give your time? No, because a lot of our people talk too damn much.
But you can't wait on them, dog. So you got to keep going. You can't wait on them.
Oh, I did what I did, and I keep doing what I'm doing. You talking to the wild when you talking to me, because I'm gonna put in the work. But I'm tired of too many of our people talk too much. When you gonna do the work? You mean to tell me you can't give 2 to 5 hours of your time to volunteer or help out?
They too involved
in
entertainment and goofy shit. They ain't gonna sacrifice.
I rest my case.
Especially not during playoffs.
Everybody doing this. Yeah, on the phone, social media doing this. Oh, well, why don't y'all come out? We got an issue going in. Why don't y'all come out? I can't come out. Hey, just ask the number of parents. Have y'all been in y'all school board meeting? Do y'all even know who y'all superintendent is? Do you know who your city council is? Do you know who your mayor is? Do you know who your governor is?
Sister Shell, it's summertime. What happened to the fucking summer camps when we were growing up? We had all types of alternative education.
About our youth programs here in the city. Absolutely. I just asked them at city council, hey, where are our youth programs? These kids is getting in trouble. They need something to do.
Sister Pinnacle, me and Sister Shell was talking the other day, and I want y'all to hook up. Let's start, me, you, her, and Shaq, and whoever. We need to just have a meeting once a week. We can do it on Zoom call, or we can do it right here on this platform. It doesn't have to be live. I have conference calling ability on this app too.
Okay.
And so we could just, start bouncing ideas, and let's try to get something on paper. And let's start standing on business, man, because we can sit here and do these live shows all day. But like Sister Sharon, and she'll tell you like I am, I'm all about some fucking action, man. And we sitting around holding our breath, like I say, waiting on white people to change. And they're not going to change. They just not going to change. And I don't care what people, this is why I try to tell people, you sitting around talking about Biden and Trump. And listen, what about us? Why we can't do this shit? Why are we waiting for Biden and Trump to figure out which one of them are going to be the nicest and which one of them are going to open up the more opportunities for us? if you want to be honest, Trump has opened up way more opportunities than Biden and even Obama. Like this bullshit ass.
I will give him that.
This bullshit ass museum in Chicago that Obama opening up today. Like what the fuck? What the? Please, somebody make it make sense.
Can we play that video, Brother Juice?
I
thought
they play that video.
I thought the people in Chicago defunded that. I thought they was because they went in on him.
Well, they found some funding from somewhere.
Wow.
No, what? But did y'all just see the meeting where they rent going up that they finna start gentrifying them out because of the Obama Center?
Yeah, the same way the Jay-Z shit did the people in Brooklyn.
Them people got gentrified out, didn't they, Brother Juice?
Yeah.
They just used Jay-Z to do it. Okay, the same thing they doing with Gay Bama.
Shit.
Think about it. They're going to need restaurants, right? They're going to need parks because that's going to be a tourist area. They got to move you out.
I'm going to tell you something else too, man.
Play that video, Brother Juice. Let me send that to you.
Okay.
When you're doing legal things,
I'm finna email it. I'm finna email it.
Okay.
Do not try, y'all. People trying to get reparations. Do not try to get reparation off no race because they're going to use the 14th Amendment against you. They just did that with the U.S. Federal government with the remember they was talking about giving reparations to Evanston, Illinois. They just kicked that down because they claimed that they was using race and that would be discrimination against the Constitution. So anybody in here trying to play this black shit on paperwork and trying to go get some real resolve, you're not going to get it putting that race on there, bro. I'm telling you straight up right now. They're going to kick that shit out every time.
Exactly.
Every time they're going to kick from the federal, they're going to kick it out because it's not in the Constitution.
Yeah.
So that is another
years.
Yeah.
How is it that those like-minded could band together and file a class action lawsuit against the APA?
It's good.
Because they got representation. Again? They got representation. We don't have representation.
I said, how can like-minded?
How can like-minded?
Yeah, I mean, because they literally in 2021, the APA gave us specifically blacks an apology for lying about our mental state to perpetuate white supremacy and white hierarchy. Now, all they did was say I was sorry.
Right.
We need some cash coming.
Well, you see where you got boule leadership. You got these sorry passive Negroes in leadership like Al Sharpton and people like what's that guy Hakeem Jeffries, who that's all they want is a pat on the back and give me a position against my white counterparts, and I'm okay with that. And so when you got these passive Negroes sitting around with steadily waiting on symbolic victories, that's a symbolic victory where somebody come out and say, well, we sorry. Well, what are you sorry for? And so being that you're sorry, let's just kind of do some research on what you are sorry about. We need to find out. We need facts. We need data. We need to show people, because a lot of people don't know this information, Sister Pinnacles. They just thinking, oh, this was, they don't realize you had Black American people being snatched out their mother's wombs. They don't understand the land grabs that were going on. Even Martin Luther King said this, about the land grabs and how the land was taken, and these land colleges were created for our white counterparts to come here while they were immigrants. That's why I don't understand how white folk be having all that smoke for immigrants when y'all ass is immigrants. If you just go back a little bit,
I said that earlier to Bianchi, bro, when he was talking about the fortune about the immigrant. I said, well, hold on, how far back we talking about immigrants? How far we talking about being? Because was these people naturalized? They came in the early 18th century.
Yeah,
the 1900s. Was they naturalized?
Well, don't they got the argument today with the Supreme Court on the birthright citizenship?
Yeah,
they supposed to rule on it this month, but you can hear. Oh, I think today was the day you can hear more arguments. You have to sign up.
But see, that's the trick too, because a lot of them got in on birthright citizenship. See what I'm saying?
Remember, the rules don't apply to them, Shaq.
This is one of my new favorite. I also want to send some love to everyone who.
You got that video, Sister Chef?
Made this day a reality.
Okay.
Oh, to our daughters, Malia and Sasha, who will always be my babies. You both
know them ain't your damn
such
babies.
brilliant and
Them ain't your
beautiful
kids,
young
lady.
women,
Man.
making your way out there in the world. So please indulge me for a moment, because I'm gonna take a little time to do something that I know my husband will not do today, and that is to fully sing his praises. Barack, you gotta look at me. You told me all those years ago that you couldn't promise me the world, but you could promise me an interesting life.
They so goddamn phony. They just irritate the
They
freak out of
fake
me.
as hell. They don't even know how to act no more. Now, Big Mike, we ain't seen you in how long?
These
And you
people in
wear your
Chicago
head.
are dying, man. Well, why we been, bro? Y'all keep talking about how the education is low reading. Why don't y'all invest that money into better educators, bro? Instead of you trying to get a building. What are we
Well, ain't
doing?
that what Gay Bomber from? Ain't that what Gay Bomber from?
From where?
Chicago. What is he
Man, I
from?
don't know where that nigga
Chicago.
from. I ain't never heard of
Yeah,
that nigga.
that nigga
I
right
don't
there
know
from
who that is.
Kenyan. Yeah,
Chicago.
he Kenyan. You right. He's Kenyan. You
That nigga
right.
ain't from no damn Chicago, bro. But that's
You
a
right. You
breeding
right.
ground for Chicago Institute. I mean Illinois. I mean, yeah, the University of Chicago is another eugenics breeding ground. So they bring tellers in, and
Yes.
it's just like John
Right.
Hopkins and all these other motherfuckers. There's a breeding ground for these
Yeah.
mother suckers.
Yeah.
Pretendians.
Yeah, play that video, Brother Juice. I emailed you how they gentrifying them people out because of that Obama Center. Now they was
Okay, I'm looking
protesting
for it now.
before.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Let me see if I can get Brother Paul on. Let me
done.
see if I can get him on.
It's in. Hold on.
Hold up, let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. We got Mary Courtney coming in. Mary Courtney.
Yeah, that's my good
Greetings.
friend. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Greetings. Let me see if I can find that video, Sister Shell.
Let me
Let's
try
see,
to
I got
send
it here, y'all.
Okay.
Let me see. I think I got it. Let me see.
It say Obama
Okay, here we
Center
go. Yeah, we got it right
gentrifying
here.
our citizens. Yeah.
Yeah, here we go. We got it. Just be having so many dang on screens pulled up.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Got Sister Pinnacles back in the building. Y'all give me 2 seconds. Let me run it real quick, Sister Shell.
South Shore residents are
go.
excited that the Library of America's first black president is located in their neighborhood. There are concerns that renewed interest will drive up costs and then drive them out of the homes where they've lived for years.
I'm actually glad it's over here in the neighborhood.
Longtime South Shore resident Deneen Ewing can't wait for the Obama Presidential Center to open its doors and become the crown jewel of the neighborhood.
That'll bring a different races in the neighborhood. We need that.
So many in this community have embraced the city's native son, the nation's 44th president, Barack Obama, and the presidential library that is his legacy. But along with the immense pride, there's worry that the South Side community could stop being affordable because of the rapid gentrification linked to the presidential center.
I love South Shore. I love being so close to the lake.
Carissa Franklin moved to her apartment because she loves the neighborhood, and as a bonus, the 2-bedroom unit she rents for around $1,200 a month was affordable. But now the 32-year-old fears she may not be able to stay. She says her landlords raised her rent $200 in the last 2 years, citing increased property values driving up rental costs.
If the prices in the entire neighborhood is looking like this, I won't be able to stay in South Shore.
Despite efforts to create safeguards against displacement of the area's long-term, mostly low-income black residents, some have been forced to leave the neighborhood. Community groups like South Push for a Community Benefit Agreement with the Obama Library. Executive Director Dixon Romeo says their fight was never against the Obama Center, but for affordability and stability.
It's a false choice, right? This idea that in order for neighborhoods in the city of Chicago, black neighborhoods, South Shore, Woodlawn, to meet people's material needs, that it has to be unaffordable for you to live there.
In the decade since the announcement, we've seen that housing costs have soared in the areas surrounding Jackson Park. Property values have gone up, which means property taxes have gone up, and
now pay attention to how she's articulating the shit. You see the black dude that was just on before her, he talking all around the circles and shit and trying to make the shit difficult what he's saying. Man, just say what the hell you got to say, man. I get so tired of them Negroes like that try to come in and sound like they didn't fucking smartest one in the room, bro. That shit irritates the hell out of me.
many buildings, rental properties have been put up for sale. And the rate of real estate speculation in the area
Hey,
has
brother Juice.
surged.
Yes, sir.
I got a good brother. Dawson met this good brother from Chicago, this grassroots. He wanted to come in and talk about this thing because he's grassroots in Chicago. You know, brother Paul, Dawson.
Huh? Oh yeah, brother Paul. Yeah, okay. I guess when he finished the video.
Yeah, when he finished the video. Okay.
Chicago City Council did pass the Jackson Park Housing Pilot Ordinance. The anti-gentrification law went into effect in April and is designed to prevent displacement of Southside residents in the South Shore and Woodlawn areas near the library by giving tenants the right of first refusal, mandating extended lease notices, and creating affordable housing on city lots. Fifth Ward Alderman Desmond Yancey says more needs to be done to protect people living in the neighborhood.
South Shore is one of the most affordable communities in the city, yet in 2023 and 2024 led the city in evictions. So something's not
Brandon Johnson,
right?
It is not
2023, 2024. That's all Brandon Johnson doing
Obama
there.
Presidential Center and the mayor's office to see if they're working on any way to help keep longtime residents in their homes.
I do believe that we should have
speak of the devil
regulations at the state level in particular, because this is where it can happen around rent and controlling the massive spike in rent.
I like to call our community our neighbors because I think it brings a sense of, frankly, responsibility. You know, we're having a big impact in this neighborhood.
Now, there are some protections in place, but some residents aren't convinced that's going to be enough to keep them in their community.
I get so tired of them Negroes be trying to sound vague. You can tell when somebody's trying to conceal information and really talking around the subject matter. They just irritate the hell out of me. That's why you got to get. But see, y'all know Brandon Johnson is a tether too, right? Y'all know that.
Yeah, I figured.
And so,
it was a tether.
hey, when you let people that have nothing in common with you as far as nationality come into your country and start getting in these leadership positions, hey, what do you expect? Hey, yep. Do we still got the one sister? And let's let the one sister come in. One sister want to introduce yourself. I don't know if we dropped. She might have dropped again.
Are you talking about me, Mary Courtney?
Mary Courtney.
Mary Courtney,
Okay,
yes, ma'am.
hello, everyone.
Yeah.
I just Ms.
Greetings.
Dawson had invited me in, and so I don't know what the subject matter is for today, but I'm here to listen in.
Okay, well, the subject matter today is Black pain and how corporate media and a lot of these political groups bank on that. It's an economic, what's the word I'm looking for? Economic come up. And we fall for it a lot of time because, a lot of it is entertaining and it's entertainment. And we fall a victim to these news cycles. But the whole time, we're not really paying attention that these news cycles always seem to come about around the election cycles.
Absolutely.
If that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And so, that's what we try to do here at Urban Matters. We try to make sure that we control our own narratives. And we don't allow I call it the lame screen media, not the mainstream media. We don't allow the lame screen media to paint the narratives for us. And so we got this one Sister Pinnacles and Sister Sarah, we're focused and it took a lot for us to be able to get to this point, but we understand that you just got to let these old Negroes die off. And we're focused on the young folks right now, the youth. And this would be a great time if we could spearhead something to get something going this summer that can, kind of engage our kids as far as data engineering and data science, and we can start gathering data and make Urban Matters and Sister Sharon, our Sister Pinnacle, create some type of database so that we can start showing the facts and we can start standing on the data and saying, well, hey, Obama, you got this museum, but look at here. Here's your track record for the last 20 years where you've literally put us in a more impoverished position here in America. And I hear a lot of people see that Obama was really a curse to us. He really set us back tremendously. Look at Trump. Trump come in getting damn reparations and writing checks and shit. And they talking about, oh, well, he couldn't do that because, he a black president. And if he was to do that for his own people, what Trump did it for his own people. So I don't get it. What's the problem? They gonna talk about you either way. So shit, you might as well come in pulling the trigger. Shit, that's just me. That's why they don't want me to get in political position, because boy, I turn some shit up. I'll be like, yeah, I want all the smoke. I want it. And so that's why, I had some people that tried to push me up to go locally and run for city commission. And I'm like, all right, y'all got enough ammo? Because, boy, I might set some shit off. You know what I'm saying? I'll be around here with weapons training and every goddamn thing. Bro, Mark, you in the building?
I'm in the building, my brother. Salute.
Salute. Hey, we got to give a quick moment of silence and spiritual prayer for Brother Mark's mother. She had a medical setback and she's not doing real good. So, bro, we're gonna definitely give her some spiritual energy, and we're gonna ask that the ancestral spirit come over her and give her all the energy she needs. And I know she gonna pull through. That's my thoughts, and I'm sticking to it.
I thank you.
Brother Paul, did Brother Paul want to speak on that Chicago issue?
Brother Paul, I don't think we got him in here yet.
No, he on the phone with
Shaq, he
Brother
dropped
Paul. You there?
Yes, sir.
No, he on my. Can y'all hear?
You need to put the speakerphone.
Yeah.
Low.
Can they hear me?
Yeah, real low.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. I'm in Chicago, and I was at the event. The event was segregated, where they had all of the so-called Democratic leaders from the city of Chicago, as well as entertainers, and they had 4 presidential candidates: Biden, they had 4 presidents. Trump. Trump did not come, but the Clintons and the Bushes, and as well, y'all already know, Bush was all over Michelle, rubbing on and all that. There's some about that don't sit right.
Damn.
Also, they ain't hiding it. And also, at the event, there was a protest because over 12 black contractors, over $100 million were the black contractors. They did not get paid. All of the white contractors, except 2, they were low-income contractors, white contractors. They didn't get paid too, but it all added up to like $100 million. One black contractor, they owed him $4 million cash. He's going into receivership. He's going into he's going to lose his business. Now that's one thing, Dave. So that was one of the press conferences that they had. African American contractors protested that. That's one side. On the other side, you have landowners, people who have land and who live in that area. And I would like the audience to know that the University of Chicago is a part of this fiasco.
Didn't I tell y'all?
It's all this land is right adjacent to each other.
So the landowners, the people who own bungalows, graystones, and people that's renting over there, we'll deal with the renters last. But the people with the that's been living over there since the 60s. Remember, this was a segregated community by Jews. Black folks tried to move over there, and the Jews was discriminating against black people. From Stony Island to Cottage Grove, from 55th all the way up to 71st. That was a Jewish community. That was not a Anglo-Saxon. Them was all them Jews that was marching with Martin Luther King in the 50s. That's who they was. Now black folks end up getting that community. They fled. They didn't want to live around you. Some of them that wasn't a racist did stay. So they are gentrifying them out. Now where they rent, they taxes used to be like $2,500 a year, like that's over with. Now they want them to pay $25,000. So they didn't jack them up. They're jacking them up now. Now this is being done when they asked Obama for a community benefits agreement. Obama refused. I know some of y'all out there don't believe that because y'all voted for him. And if you could, you probably would vote for him right now. He refused. So these black folks, and it's a sprinkle white folks too, not many, but sprinkle. They trying to gentrify them out. Now that's them. They got their issue. Now the other issue is directly across from Obama's building is a TWO, used to be owned by TWO, the Woodline organization, is a low income, it's the projects. But it's not the way you think the projects, but it's very clean, but it's the projects. They want them out of there too. They don't want no projects next to the Obama Center. Now we call it the Temple of Doom. That's what everybody over there calls it.
Temple of Doom.
Wow. We wasn't excited to be there. You know what I'm talking about? The people that all this stuff is falling on, they ain't excited. So now they trying to tell them, well, we're going to give y'all vouchers. And y'all, they like, well, why would we want a voucher out when we can walk across and go to the Obama library and he got like a little, some stuff there for just you come. You ain't got to go to the library and read them lines he got in them books. You can just go over there and be at the place. And well, they trying to get them from over there. We don't need y'all over there, period. So they trying to take the projects away. So that's one thing. It's two settlements. Further down there on 63rd, there's a high school. And there have been 3 murders at that school. One directly across from Obama Center. There were 3 murders. They asked Obama to step in, and the people that's in control of that high school is trying to tear the high school down. Well, the high school need to be tore down. We don't even need this over here. I don't want y'all black folks over here reading. Y'all need to be reading nowhere. Ain't no jail. They can learn and read in jail somewhere. They ain't got to be at this school. Plus, y'all killing each other. So that's the attitude of the school council. That's their attitude about the whole situation. You understand what I'm saying? So now that's not working out. So now let's get to the renters. So the renters, they're people who own these buildings. They're tall buildings over there. 18 stories, 16 stories, 12 stories, 5-story buildings, courtway buildings. And these landlords they want the people out. They want you out of these apartments, so they ain't fixing the building. They ain't the water get cut off, and people complain, and city inspectors. So they want the city to shut the building down, and then they sell it to a developer. The developer come in and tell them, now the building already messed up, that they rent. Now they ain't fixed the building. Your rent went from $700, $1,500. Really, their rent was like $750, $800, $900 to $2,500 a month. So all this is happening over there at the Temple of Doom, where Obama is presiding as the priest. of the Temple of Doom with all these
Yes,
Democrats surrounding him, and it was a giant show of the callousness. See, over here in Chicago, we don't view him as the savior of black folks. I know this is upsetting a lot of black folks. They're going to be calling there and getting on y'all, but he ain't the savior of us. He is not our savior. And he's doing everything he can do to finish us off in our own city. He sides with whoever's against the black people. He with them.
Let me ask the brother a question.
Okay. Brother Paul, can you hear my brother Juice? Can you hear him? He can hear you, but can you hear him? He want to ask you a question. What you got, brother Juice?
So
can you hear him?
Tell me what he asked.
Okay, yeah, I'll just tell you what you ask the question.
How are these Democrats, Rahm Emanuel and all of them, so powerful and control Brandon Johnson and all of them? How do they have this tight grip on the Chicago area when you got the young lady like Danielle Carter and them and all of them, Chicago Flips Red and all of them organizations trying to push back on it? Like, why are the locals not waking up?
So he asked the question, what's up with the black Democrats with Ron Emanuel and Brandon Johnson? Why they got so much power? And the girl Danielle, what's her name? Danielle who? Danielle Carter with Flip Chicago Red. What's up with that between those two, the Democrats?
Why they can't reach the local community and flip the thing and flip the eye?
Okay.
Came up through a girl by the name of Patricia Easley. Her name is P. Ray. P. Ray started an organization, Chicago Red, something like
Chicago
that.
Red, okay.
Okay, she befriended them, and they came among her group.
Mm-hmm.
They later on fell out with her because their group was pro-Chicago Police Union.
Mm.
The Chicago Police Union is behind them. And so Danielle is married to a Chicago police. His name is Charles. He was a sergeant. And they have already paid out $300,000 for ill behavior in the African American community. He ain't done nothing to white folks. He just did some to black folks. She married to him.
Dang.
This group came out in Chicago, the white Republicans who vote Democrat when it's time to vote Democrat and vote Republican. They're swing votes. They're not
swing votes. Okay.
They got behind these people here. Go on in there. I'm on the phone now. I told you that. They got behind these people, and to make them the prima donnas of the issues in the community. They're not grassroots organizations. They were not out there today. Stuff like this, they're not trying to be a part of nothing like that. What they're a part of is the sensationalism. And one of their partners is by the name of Zoe.
Mm-hmm.
She's a lesbian. She's a trans. She's just a woman that dress up like a man. That's called a trans. And the white folks have her protesting. I want both y'all listen to this. They had some transgenders in the library teaching the white kids. They had the girl Zoe, who is a transgender, with Danielle, protesting the white folks who are transgender, that they shouldn't be reading books to children. See, these oxymoron groups, they bring these groups on to keep people from even hearing about the other black groups. It's a form of Black Lives. They're like a form of Black Lives Matter. That's what they are. They're like a form of Black Lives Matter. Now, Ron Emanuel.
Hey, Shay, ask him about Wesley Muhammad.
Emanuel is with Governor Princeton.
You said Ron Emanuel is with Governor Princeton. Okay.
He he's with Governor Pritzker. I want to see, he brought him up.
Okay.
Ron Emanuel is with Governor Pritzker. Governor Pritzker is trying to run for president. Ron Emanuel is supposed to be the money man to help him get the money.
Right.
All these things back to Chicago. Come on, wait a minute. Go on in there. Ron Emanuel.
He got a bad one. He got a little one, man. He got a young one. He got a little one in the background.
I got a 5-year-old daughter, ladies and gentlemen.
He got a 5-year-old daughter.
And Ronnie Emanuel is the money man. So he is supposed to raise the money for Pritzker. Pritzker was out there. He was out there too. So all this stuff you see in Chicago is them putting the Democratic machine back together. That's what Obama said first. Obama, now I'm glad.
Ask him where Anthony played with his wiener at. Anthony Weiner.
He said, what about Anthony Weiner? What does he got to do with all this? And who else the guy you said? Wesley Muhammad?
Yeah, Wesley Muhammad. What is he doing?
He said, what is Wesley Muhammad doing on the ground up there?
I don't know that brother. I can't. He may not be saying his name right.
Wesley Muhammad? Is it Wesley Muhammad? Brother Juice?
I think, yeah, he the brother that be going in there busting up all the Chinese nail shops.
The brother that was going in a couple years ago busting up the Chinese nail shops.
Tyrone. Ain't that Tyrone Muhammad?
He's with the Flipping Reds. He with that group.
He with the Flipping Red group. Oh, okay. Tyrone, yeah, Tyrone. Okay.
Tyrone.
Okay, he's
not a member of that Nation Islam.
Okay.
And the police called to make them let him go. He was arrested with a gun. He's been arrested with a gun on camera, and they let him go. See, all them people is working with the machine. They perpetrate like they're against the machine, but they're working with the machine.
The protagonist and the antagonist. Did I tell y'all?
Listen, you should be able to pull the video up on me. There's a video where the police arrested him with the gun. Not only did they didn't take him to jail, they gave him the gun back. He's been arrested for murder. Convicted, done 20 years.
Damn.
Yeah, he don't supposed to have a weapon on him.
Type of relationship with the system. And they perpetrate this image like they trying to save the people. But in the reality, you got grassroots people who are out here fighting the system, and they can't get the light of day. Like I just said, none of them was out there protesting this. No, they don't have no relationship with these people. They're not grassroots.
Right. Now, brother.
So, Shaq, he's saying Chicago flips red were not there protesting against Obama.
Yep, that's what he's saying.
So white people, you go, girl. You really getting them? You getting down on them Democrats?
Right. Hey, so brother Paul, tell them about what you with the contractors, right? You do you with the
I'm a contractor.
Right, he's a contractor, yeah, and he helped the young people, young brothers and stuff, grassroots, yeah.
Yeah, there's a thing. That's what we was out there for.
Right.
We put young men to work.
There you go. Right.
And so the contractors that was out there, they put African American young people to work. And so if these young people can't go to work, then they doing a takeover. So we believe that to resolve the problem we have is to put our young people to work, the men and the women.
Yeah.
They got women carpenters, they got women with the sign, to stop the sign, and they got women, the electrician. So it ain't no man-women thing, it's a you going to work thing. That's what it's about.
Right.
So that's what we was out there for. And so we was interchanging with the other people. One of the we was on Fox News, the brother that did the whole press conference, his name is Omar Sharif, and you should be able to pull him up on Fox News. That there was a P. Ray Easley, she also was talking about it on Fox News, Fox National. So you could be able to pull some of these videos up. Now you won't see them on this type of stuff. You're not gonna see them talking about this stuff, and then when you see them, it's that they're getting in front of it. They're like a Black Lives Matter like demonstration. That's what they on. So it ain't no black people stuff.
So you saying that because you mentioned something earlier about there's Democrats and Republican white Republicans that are swing. So they'll vote for Democrats. It's like a grease in the palm type thing. I'm gonna vote for you.
Oh, okay. Let me show you how it goes.
Yeah, but
hey, Shaq, ask him a question.
Republicans in Chicago,
Okay, hold on.
In order for the Republicans in the state of Illinois to win, they need black folks.
Right.
So the white folks that are Democrats make deals with the Republicans. They'll tell them, don't really get behind them. What is it y'all want? And they'll give them what they want. And they'll give you lip service, but they won't get behind you. Because that's what they're doing to these girls. They really don't know that they're making that they've been lying to them. So they got Danielle thinking she's running for mayor, but they're not really behind her. They're not really trying to. They're not a police union. They're running their own demonstration. They're running their own mayor. See, the police union, they make their money on crime in the city of Chicago.
Of course, commerce, yeah.
So the more crime like these takeovers, they wanted to. We need to lock the mamas up. Okay, now you lock the mama, where the kids going?
You talking about the teen takeover that's been going on? Yeah, right. Teen takeover.
She got some more kids. Where them kids? Out. They need to get out. They need to lock them up too. But they ain't broke the law. Damn, you already locked my son up. He out that night. He shouldn't have been over there. You locked him up. Okay, you got him locked up.
And let me ask you, Brother Paul, who was in office? Who enacted Act Blue? This is a trivia question. You should know that.
Well, Ronnie Manuel is the one that started all that.
The Act Blue.
Right. Ronnie Manuel. Now that go back to the Democrat-Republican side.
Okay.
See, Ronnie Manuel he called a blue dog.
Mm-hmm.
So Ronnie Manuel, he used to fund Democrats and Republicans, Congress, when he was in Washington. When he was with Obama, he was getting in trouble about that. They were saying, man, he funded, but he was with AIPAC. That's why he was doing certain stuff.
Yes.
Ronnie Manuel, so they'll play, this is how they'll play. So we had the biggest case in the country was the Van Dyke case in the city of Chicago, Laquan McDonald.
Laquan McDonald, right. I remember that.
Global. It was a global case.
Right.
So they had to vote for a new state's attorney. They didn't need to get rid of all that brown and black. It was the Latino state's attorney that was going along with this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So a Puerto Rican lady.
Mm-hmm.
So when the election went down, there was a black woman running, Kim Foxx.
Kim Foxx, yeah, they brought Kim Foxx in, right.
So all of the white liberals on the north side, this is what I'm trying to tell you, who are Democrats, they all voted against her. And all of the white Republicans on the far south side voted against her. They voted the same. How could they vote the same? But majority of the people, because of what happened with Van Dyke, voted her in. That's how she got in. The people voted her in.
Mm-hmm.
So the point I'm making to you is that they work together. Both of them work together to keep a newcomer from becoming a leader in our community. See, they don't want no leaders among us. That's the whole struggle that we have. And so what we got up here is a Black Lives Matter situation where you got these people talking about they this, they that, you know what I'm saying? And black folks ain't got no transgender leader in Chicago. We ain't got no transgender leader up here.
Now,
talking about these black folks, and we ain't got nothing up there like that. But they didn't. These white folks, they got them, and it's like, and then the other girl, she's 57. So when you got 57, you found out something was wrong with Chicago. What was you doing before you was 57? Chicago ain't just got fucked up now.
Tell them they got Michelle Obama up there. She transgender.
He said they got Michelle Obama. She transgender. Ain't she the leader?
Now y'all, I'm glad y'all brought that up.
Oh Lord! God damn it! Oh Lord.
Because that lead us right back to Obama.
Right.
Here's what they're doing. This is the master plan for Obama in the Obama son. Obama got to get us all back on the plantation. Now, it ain't necessarily Democrat or Republican. That ain't what I'm talking about. People be singing plantation, just Democratic plan. No, I'm talking about that plantation man. Obama is to get, now that Jesse Jackson is dead, he came to the funeral and totally disrespected people at the funeral.
Right.
The family.
Yep.
That's for real. I was there. I was there. I knew, but I knew he was gonna do it anyway because he got nothing but contempt for us anyway. And people that like him, it's something about them too.
Now you talking about Barack Obama got content with us, correct?
Yeah,
right. Facts.
He got a lot of contempt for black African Americans, and he had a lot of contempt for the Jackson family too. That's why he sent Junior to jail. And so Junior didn't want him there in the first place. Jonathan was the one that allowed him to come. But Jesse Junior didn't want him there.
Let me ask you a question. Is it true or false that Junior, Jesse Jackson Jr., he was supposed to be in that position that Obama in? They is that true? Was he promised to be that the one?
Junior was going to run. He was saying that he should be vice president.
Okay.
And that he was going to run for president. So they thing was, we can't let him be nothing. So they gave him that case he had.
Damn.
Now, you know, he did some of that, but it wasn't enough for him to be going to jail. But they wanted to slander the Jackson family. They didn't want to. That's why Jesse Jr. did not want him at the He did not want him at the
funeral.
No, he didn't want him there. But the other family members felt that let him come and all that love and he was right. Don't let that man get up there. And when he got up there, as soon as he got up there, he started talking about putting the Democratic Party together. Go look at his speech. And that these people that came the rebellious people.
We need to get him on the link. Send him that text link I sent y'all, and we need him on here, man. He got
we're gonna get him. We're gonna get him on. You know, he's a little bit older, man. He and them links and shit. I be trying to get him to come on, and sending them links to come on YouTube, but I don't know.
But remember the one I sent in the text group today. I sent the one in the text group today.
They've been on the internet beating them up too.
Yeah.
They've been on the internet beating them up, jumping on them,
talking
about sexuality and trying to make him, all this and violate it. Like he got raped in jail and all they some crazy stuff.
Ask him this question right here.
Okay.
Straight up disrespectful stuff with him.
Okay. Brother Juice want to ask you a question. He gonna ask me a question to ask you because you on my speakerphone. You ain't on the what's that?
So why?
Okay.
Ask him why is there not any grassroots media or publications that can get the type of narrative out that he's speaking of right now? Where are those groups? Give me some of these groups that we can research and try to network with and link up with them.
So he asks, where is the grassroots media groups that we can link up with that's getting this information out to the public?
Okay.
You need some names.
Is there any publications?
Some grassroots publications, medium publications that's covering this stuff, that's got the actual receipts, documents, information, and they actually putting this stuff out.
So we can network with
them because you know what I mean? Give us some names. You got some names of some organizations, the grassroots organizations?
Well, they got a brother.
Okay.
And the brother is at every one of the meetings in City Hall.
Okay.
His name is Mark. I can't remember his name. His name Mark. Not Mark Clemens, not Marcus. But he answers all the questions for the people.
Okay.
He answers all the questions for the people. And,
we need to see if we can get an interview with that brother and get him on.
Yeah, we need to get his information when you get a chance and send it to me so we can get him on the show. Because I told you we do a Throwback Thursday every Thursday night at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. Stream. Yeah, we stream. I'm gonna start sending you the links and send you the YouTube channel and the Facebook, so you can, cause you on Facebook too, so y'all can friend each other. I hook all the information up with Brother Juice and everybody, so we can get you on, cause they want to get you on, cause you see this the thing is, y'all are too. See, y'all older than us, so y'all are the last of the Mohegans of all the information that we don't know. I'm an '80s baby, so y'all are the last link. That's another reason why, my opinion, COVID-19 was one of the operations to get rid of the older class that has this information, because everything is going digital now. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Cause tell them you let the media tell it. The mainstream media is talking about folks his age love Obama and they love the Democrats in Chicago.
Yeah, he said he let the mainstream media tell us people at your age love Obama up in Chicago. So we need the people that's not for that to speak out, and we need to give a platform that.
Oh, listen.
Okay.
I want them to hear this.
Okay.
In other cities, it's like that, but in the city of Chicago, man, they don't like him up here. Because, right. They don't like him up here, and a lot of people you see is a part of. Okay, listen. Let me show y'all a trick. Y'all listen to this trick. The Democratic machine means people who work for the city, county, state. Cook County has over 300,000 people that work for that system. So when the mayor runs for office and they say, this is our guy, he comes in the race with 375,000 votes. Now that the other guy, he ain't got that. He got to work and get 375,000 votes. So a lot of times you see them black folks and white folks out there look like the people with it. Those are city workers, bus drivers, street and sanitation, police, fire department. All them, that's who you're looking at. That's not the people. That's a part of the administration. That's a part of the system. But the main people in Chicago is really tired of him, and Michelle too. See, Michelle lives not that far from O Block. When everybody talking about them drill rappers and all that, she could have walked over there and resolved a lot of that. She ain't trying to do none of that. See, these people directly have disdain for people, our people. And this event they had today, matter of fact, I want you to write my Facebook down so y'all can go on my Facebook, and all of them is putting their stuff on my Facebook. You can go on there and look at Obama stuff. You can look at the different politicians. Now my Facebook is Paul MCINKEY. Send me a freedom request, and you will see a lot of this stuff on my page. You will see it right on there.
Did you get that, Brother Juice? Paul?
Oh, I'm gonna send on my page because they watch me what I'm doing. Because I keep a bunch of stuff going on.
And see, remember that. See, when he giving us grassroots information, ground zero, also supports the strategies that's going on in these sanctuary cities. Remember that memo, that strategy memo that was leaked?
Right. That came from Chicago.
That came from Chicago, right.
Right.
But it was a strategy memo on how they do exactly how you just said it, is how they plot and plan and get the people they want in position and put them in the higher positions. And exactly. It's a strategy plan that they use.
And right now, they're angry with the young people because they don't know which way the young people go.
Right.
Now, I'm talking about the young males. And so they done got on demonizing with the ICE. Now they want to demonize the takeovers. So they want to demonize the takeovers.
Right.
And their thing is lock the mama. Okay, well the mama got 2-3 kids. You say you arrested her son. She down at the money home. He paying for what he did wrong. She told him stay in the house. He went out there and he was late. He didn't come home, and you got him in the outie home, so he don't get out for 2 days. He in the outie home. He don't get the death penalty.
Now, what's the outie home? What is that? Because we're not
Outie
from
home is jail.
the
Children's jail.
children's jail up in Chicago.
Children's jail.
Really?
They got a child jail up here.
Damn.
You out here, folk. You out here burglarizing. You gang banging and slanging. And Chicago got a jail for your ass.
Right.
So the gang banging, he know about it. They got a jail up here for you. And you better know how to fight, because they take raping all that kind of stuff up in there. So Shorty ain't trying to go up in there.
But don't that sound familiar with California with Kamala
Yeah, that is the same people.
locked the parents up for truancy and shit? It's the same criminalized and commercialized, like you said, black pain, black death, brother Juice. Just go right back to what you were saying. You right on the money. With the black pain, black death. Kamala.
Kamala Harris was up here with Obama. She was up here. Kamala Harris, Biden, Hillary, the hillbilly Hillary, and touchy Philly Bush. Touchy Philly all over Michelle. Just can't keep his hands on there.
You say he can't keep his fingers off Michelle. You talking about Bush? Damn.
They got pictures of him. All you gotta do, come on there and look at him.
Hey.
Looking at that old, looking at Illuminati gangster that's scared to say something. He ain't saying that no Illuminati gangster. Shoot.
Who you talking about?
Oh, hey, ask him is he age 66 years old?
He says he's age 66 years old. He looking at your profile on Facebook. Brother Paul, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
No, he said, "Is you age 66?" He looking at your profile right on Facebook. Is it?
Yeah, it's like a man with some kids around him.
He says, "A man with some kids around him, brother Drew."
No, I seen some. Well, I tell him I searched Paul McKinley, and something popped up on Danielle Walters. It popped up on her website, on her page.
Yeah, he said he searched your name and then something popped up on Danielle Walters' website page on Facebook.
They don't get along with me. We don't get along.
He said they don't get along.
I done got into it with them before. They don't get along with me.
Okay, ask him, is he with Cook County Republican Party?
I don't think he says you with Cook County Republican Party.
Yeah, Cook County Republican Black Caucus.
Black Caucus. That's you?
Okay.
Yeah, Cook County Republican Black Caucus.
A Republican Black Caucus. Cook County Republican Black Caucus. Okay, gotcha.
Right.
Yeah, they I see them going at the Flip Red them. The Flip Red them. They putting a lot of bad press on him.
don't see a lot of stuff on.
Yeah, that's what he said. He said he see the page that the Flip Red putting a lot of bad press on him. He said he see it.
Yeah.
He pulling it up.
Oh, they mad at me. They mad at me. Because they with the police union. They work with the police union.
Which is the Act Blue.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. That's crazy, dog.
She said it. When she
get wild, boy.
We support the Chicago. We support the Blue.
Act Blue, yeah.
Just listen to it.
Wow. Hey, but tell us, we got to get him on, man. We're gonna shut it down here in a minute.
Okay. Yeah.
She from that police coach.
All right, I got you, brother Drew. Bye.
But listen, that was very interesting, man. That brother right there, literally, see, he in the trenches. That's what I like. I like to hear a different on the ground narrative. Bro, Mark, did you hear that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Heard every word of it.
That bro giving us down, home, 10 toes down, on the ground news from the local perspective. He gave us a perspective that we have not heard. That was very interesting. And we're gonna definitely network with this brother, because if we could get some type of way to get the real news on the ground in Chicago, man, listen, that could really be instrumental for us here at Urban Matters BMG, man, to just, because, see, I want to hear all the perspectives. I want to hear what's the truth, man. We want to stand on truth here at Urban Matters. That's what we do. This is the home of the receipts. We love the receipts over here, y'all. So that was interesting, man. I ain't gonna even lie, y'all. Hey, but I got a little throwback I want to give y'all real quick before we get out of here, man. Y'all know I got to do some throwback. Bro, Mark, you got anything you want to add? Because we finna get ready to shut it down in a minute before I do this throwback moment.
Just real briefly, real quick, I want to thank everybody for their prayers, and then also Sister Cher and the other two brothers that got the shirts. They'll be going out this week. I just been going through a few things, but I still got you on my mind, and that product will be coming out to you. That's it, brother.
Okay, bro. Make sure you stand in the gap, man. Tell moms, man, we definitely with her in spirit and prayer. So, man, I hated to hear that, man. That just, I just went through some similar stuff with my pops, and it's just like, man, the healthcare in our area is so primitive right now, man. It's a sad situation, man. I hate it. I really do, man. I really hate it. But we definitely got her in prayer, and we hoping that she pulled through, man. We're hoping for the best, definitely, man. We definitely hoping and praying for the best. But let me see if I can get this little clip going, y'all. This is going to make y'all laugh, man. Kind of bring a little bit of humor to the whole thing. Let's see what we got right here. I think I got it right here. Yeah.
Hey, Brother Juice. Hey, Brother Paul said one more thing. He said, because you down in Florida, he said, do you think the Byron Downer dude, you think they're going to put him in?
Hell
said,
no.
Hell no.
That cornball ass nigga.
Cornball. He said, hell no, cornball ass nigga. My bad, G, you got it.
He's another cornball underground tether. He done came and done shit. He basically done told us how he feel about Black American. But see, this is what they do, Shaq. They try to come in, cosplay us, use our street cred, and then think they can move their way up in the political ranks. And we standing on this. See, these people are just like clueless right now. You got a lot of people around here running around clueless right now, y'all, in Black America. Like, I run into them every day. They like oblivious to like what the power of grassroots media. They really are. They thinking we just some fly-by-night shit. And we done showed them, bro, we literally shut down elections, the last elections, with some of this powerful information that we putting out of here. Because we're using research, we're standing on receipts. And y'all know Urban Matters is definitely the home of receipts. And they don't understand the power of that. They're so used to being under the white master's influence that they think anytime you do something different that's grassroots, anytime you do something different, like you create some type of organization like Sister Cher that's community based, these Negroes want to come at you like you done committed a crime because you done excluded white folks out of it. And they really don't understand and believe that we can do this shit on our own. Look how we got that Asian scrambling right now. They about to lose their damn mind. They don't know what to do with this boycott. They about to lose their damn mind. I wish we could have hit on that topic a little bit more tonight, but I'm gonna play this right here, y'all. We're gonna get on up out of here. Hey, Shaq, I wish you can get that brother, Sister Sherry too. I'm off tomorrow. If y'all want to do an early Juneteenth program, let's make it happen.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna holler at some people behind the scenes, man, and see what's up, man. See if they wanna see what's up. And a couple people so I can rally up and see what they got going.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I got two clips I want to play real quick. This shit gonna make y'all laugh. This shit is hilarious right here. Dave Chappelle, this nigga is silly, man. There you go right here. This nigga.
Name one thing the Republican Party has done for black people. One.
Well, they were the party of Lincoln. They stood.
Name one thing the Republican Party has done for black people. One.
Well, they were the party of Lincoln. They stood against the tyranny of oppression by leading the call for the Civil War and forced passage of the Emancipation Proclamation, which freed the slaves.
I named two things lately. Name one thing the Republican Party has done for black people. One!
Well, they were the party of Lincoln. They stood against the tyranny of oppression by leading the call for the Civil War and forced passage of the Emancipation Proclamation, which freed the slaves.
I named two things lately.
Hilarious.
Hey, yo, listen, to all the black people who's going to celebrate Juneteenth and celebrate it every year, just remember this. Every year you celebrate this, just remember it's the Democrat donkeys who had us in slavery. And it's the Democrat donkeys who kept us in slavery for 2 extra years, the reason why you celebrate Juneteenth. Remember that, okay? That the General Gordon had to come in 1865 to Texas to say, let them go, they've been free. Fuck is wrong with y'all? That was Republicans' work. So every year, y'all celebrate Juneteenth. Remember, it's the donkeys who had us in slavery and the donkeys who kept us in slavery for another 2 years. So Juneteenth is basically celebrating the donkeys keeping you for another 2 years, and you found out from the Republicans, yo, we been let y'all free. Y'all free. Y'all free. You understand? So yay, go celebrate Juneteenth. Just remember that. Every year when you celebrate, just remember that's what you celebrating.
Boom, there it is.
Yes, sir.
See? People don't understand. You don't know your history. That's why you so easily can be manipulated. That's why you so easily can say, okay, well, we just gonna blame everything on them. Not knowing that Negro, they still practicing these same laws on you. Me and Sister Sarah, when you and I were talking the other day, right? And we was talking about how the early 1940s and 50s, you couldn't raise your hand or defend yourself against white folks. White folks would come on you and spit on you, slap you. If you put your hand on that white folk, your ass went to prison, or you, better yet, they would prosecute you to death. And that's kind of like what they just did to that brother Carmelo Anthony. So spiritually, these damn white supremacy laws are still in effect on the books. And also, police, when the police started becoming, they started giving black policemen positions, black policemen were not allowed to arrest white folks. That's some throwback history for you right there here at Urban Matters BMG. They say, okay, we'll give you this badge, but don't you go use this damn badge on white folks. You hear me, boy? Did you hear me, boy? You don't police white folks. You only police your folks. And we got a lot of these Negroes right now, especially the Boulets. They put in the leadership to police us, y'all. That's what they are. Your Al Sharptons and your Roland Martins. Yeah. Yeah. So listen, that's what it is. And y'all heard about Roland Martin. He's running interference for these tethers again. Did you hear it, Sister Chef? Roland Martin is running interference again for these tethers.
What you talking about with him talking about doing organizing now?
No, he running interference for these tethers.
Oh, making excuses.
He came out saying something. Yeah, let me play it right quick.
Wait, yeah, okay.
We leave out of here, man.
All right.
Because that Negro, he irritates the shit out of me. See if I can play it real quick before we get out of here.
Let's get right to it, man. Let's get off into this.
Excuse me, sir. How old were you when you made your first million?
What is this for?
We're trying to get advice for the younger generation.
I made my first million.
Of course, 2 blocks away in the White House was Donald Trump. So you may ask, why am I saying all of this? Well, I'm saying this because you've had folk like Robeson, Du Bois, and others who understood imperialism, colonialism, who understood how Africans were being disenfranchised, who understood how they are being treated, who understood the marginalization of Black people worldwide, not just in the United States. the question really is, why are we getting caught up in their BS? Why are black folks getting caught up in the BS of white supremacy and fighting black brothers and sisters from England? And it's not like they're taking, quote, all the roles, which really is nonsense. See, if you're black American, saying, well, why are they taking all the roles? Well, see, you're asking the wrong question. What you should be asking is, why are there not more roles? See, you falling for the crab in a barrel. Yeah. And that's what's going on right here. We are falling for that. To me, it was stupid to watch people condemn Cynthia Erivo because she played Harriet. There are people who were critical of previous comments that she made about African Americans. Fine, criticize her. But I also need...
Whoa.
You heard how he skipped past that part right there? You heard how he skipped past that part, how she was criticizing us, but we can't criticize her.
Yep.
See how he skipped past that
See
part?
how he just glossed over that? He made the statement that people was critical, disrespectful, man.
African Americans to understand something. This is really for the folk who ain't got a passport. Do y'all understand that America's greatest export are movies, television, and music? So I want you to imagine 20s, 30s.
Look how he bucking his eyes.
40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s.
Boy, I hate this. I hate this sassy ass motherfucker.
2000, 2010, 2020. American movies.
Y'all look at that hairline.
He a Haitian. He
Look
ain't
at
one of us. Look how he look.
Look at his
Bald,
beard.
big bowling
Look
ball,
at his beard.
roly poly head.
Look how his neck
Look
past
at
his
that
beard.
neck.
Being
Look at
shown
that
across
neck.
the world.
I ain't got a neck. That ain't one of us. See, them people ain't us.
He about ugly as Charleston White.
What
they some ugly
do you
jokers,
think the representation of black people was and is? Do you understand that Django Unchained really was the movie that taught Hollywood that a, quote, black film could work overseas?
This is the thing.
What?
None of this crap that he's talking has anything to do with what we're talking about. None of it. Absolutely none of it.
That's called nigga down.
Yeah.
He caping for that. He caping for that money, brother Juice. That money then got cut off. He desperate. He's desperate. He's desperate now. They didn't cut that money off. You know they investigating Kamala Harris for giving that money to Roland Martin, Al Sharpton, and Beyonce and Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah.
You know they on the investigation, right?
Yes, ma'am.
I rest my case.
God, where do y'all get these jokers from, man? I try to be nice about it, but I really want to say some
you
stuff.
know
But I
what?
really
You
want
know
to go
what
to
we
how
need
I'm
to
saying.
start doing with Roland Martin. You got to start reporting him for community guidelines because he's sitting up here lying and giving false information.
Sure,
that's what we have to
That's
just
what we
start
need to
doing.
start
And yeah, reporting him for violating community guidelines.
You're right, because the Democratic Party was created
That's the
before
only
the
way you gonna
Republican
do
Party
it.
was created. And he talking about the people who he was talking about. He talking about the abolitionists. The abolitionists was doing that. Wasn't no damn Democrat doing what he was saying they were doing. He's a liar, and he
They
mixing
don't know
history.
our history, Shaq. He's
Yeah, he's trying to mix
Haitian.
history.
He
He's
doesn't
lying.
know the history. He's Haitian. He doesn't know our history. Again, report him for community guideline violations.
The Democrat Party was created in 1824. The Republican Party was created in 1851, bro. And it was more like the abolitionists, a mix between, like you said, the indigenous, us blacks, and some of the emancipated Europeans that wanted to assimilate into this newfound U.S. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop it with the cap shit, bro.
And I be having like constituents and homeboys be trying to send me content of Rollins to try to prove points. I say, bro, the only point you can prove to me is that's how you act when you a sassy dude. I mean, that's all you can pretty much prove to me.
Now he graduated
Down there in Texas somewhere, right? Yeah, he down there somewhere in Texas around y'all, Sister Chef.
Yeah.
Yep.
Was to have his location when he here. Because so many people then pulled up on him. So when he's here in town, he you won't know where he's at because so many people then pulled up on him and tried to harm him and call him out. So now when he come here, you don't know
Black True pulled up on him.
Oh yeah.
Oh really? Really?
Yeah, Professor Black True pulled up on him. He was hiding down there during the Essence Festival one year. Yeah, in New Orleans. Yeah, he pulled up. He said, "Oh, Roland, yeah, I heard you coming to New Orleans. Yeah, I'm here. Pull up." Roland had to talk all that noise, and then you know that little jitterbug too pulled up on him. What his name?
Ain't he out of Chicago? The one with the
Up in
glasses?
Chicago. Yeah.
Jamal, what's his name?
From Chicago. No, his name J-Mar. J-Mar.
J-Mar. Okay.
You pulled up on him. Yeah, and then he tried to clown the one little jitterbug from Georgia who opened up the school for the young boys.
Yes, he
did. Oh yeah,
clown rolling.
Yeah.
King Randall.
There you go.
Yeah, King Randall. Yep.
Oh
King
yeah,
Randall.
he sure did down in Atlanta, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that little jitterbug ran circles around Rolling. Man, shut your ass.
But I heard
him stuttered ass.
Speaking of him, we gotta check on him. I heard they going out there. I heard they took some of his property, some shit down there. Fuck with him, went to school and shit.
Damn, we're gonna have to follow up on him. That might be a good
I heard. Yeah, they've been trying to. Yeah, I think they in confiscate.
With
That's what I heard.
King Randall.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, he just bought a big old complex down there in Albany where he's setting up some more stuff for kids.
Yeah. Because see, you remember you got Black Rock and all them who went down there was buying up all that. He down in Georgia.
He in Albany, Georgia. I don't know.
Okay, what Big Mama at? What Big Mama Stacey Abrams at to help this brother? What Keisha Lance Bottoms? Ain't she running for governor in Georgia now? Where's she at to help this brother?
Well, Albany. Well, Stacey Abrams trying to run and hide as much as she can because Trump people after her too. But how much?
Oh yeah, she on the indictment too. Yeah, she on the indictment too for that money. Yeah, I forgot she on the indictment too. That's right. Well, she ain't gonna come out. But Lance Bottoms, she running for governor. Why she ain't standing with the brother?
So that's not what we do when we get positions. We put black face on, and then we what they used to call it back in the day, a Oreo cookie.
Damn, black on the outside, white on the inside. Damn.
Black on the outside.
Tutoring or basketball or anything. Those kids are just kind of out there and have no recreation. And so we want to bring mentors and bring basketball courts and bring just automotive repair, etc. We were trying to bring that out there to the neighborhood, and they voted to deny it on today. So the video I'm going to put under this tweet, you'll be able to see what happened at the commission meeting today. It was so crazy because these people accused us of possibly doing fentanyl and cocaine with the children, and I mean, it was crazy the things that they were saying about our school and our boys. And I only put a few brief things on there that they said because I didn't want the video too long. And to see that all of the people who voted no were all black, and the people that voted yes were white and one black person. And I live in a majority black town, and my city and the community here always is screaming.
Sound familiar? What I just described, right? When I had the Chamber of Commerce.
Did we just say that? Didn't we just say that? Did we just say that one people that look like us that helped us?
Oreo cookies.
Cause see, when you spearhead something, when you black and you spearhead something from a grassroots level, and everything that you're doing is in-house, you got the boule educated class of Negroes feel like they finna get ready to lose their position next to white daddy. And when that happens, these niggas will go to war with you. I hate to be so graphic with my language, but this is what you call a real Sambo and plantation mammy activity.
So let me ask
Systematic
you,
racism.
how can we call it racism when it's people that look like me and you that are committing racism against us in our community?
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
That's why they train them how to act, and they put a lot of tethers in there, and it be us too. But they train them how to act, so you can't holler racism.
There you go.
It's called self-hatred. It's called self-hatred.
You know, I told you these people are criminals, bro. So they use any skills and tech. So it's really economic tyranny, and all that falls upon it. Classism, racism, socialism, sexism. You know what I mean? It's economic tyranny because they want economic freedom, but they don't want you to have economic freedom. Damn.
Correct.
They literally destroy our economics, bro.
Tell you why they
Correct.
They do not want the ex-school for boys to develop this particular type of facility in their community.
In the neighborhood watch out there, and I'm rising in opposition to the project this morning. I'll start with the last thing Randall said. We are concerned about firearms in the neighborhood. You know, you don't bring that kind of atmosphere in a retired community. You know, we have a recreation facility on the other side of the neighborhood, Robert Cross Park. We have a multi-purpose building over there. You know, you can go over there and do whatever you want to do. You know, we don't need another facility, you know, on the other side of the neighborhood, you know, with, like Randall said, people that we don't know anything about. Plus, this project is privately owned and we can't enter it. You know, we're not permitted to go into the place, you know, okay? So, you know, my imagination, you know, tells me, you know, well, since you don't know what's going on, you know, what can you raise sand about unless something spilled over out into the neighborhood? So this could happen. I'm not saying it will, but it could, you know, okay? And if you're gonna have a science lab or something in that building, and you got guns, you know, okay, you know, it's a chemical reaction in that, you know, and, you know, I don't know if you're really, you know, fixing cocaine or fentanyl. I don't know what you're doing in that, you know, but I know that this situation isn't open to us, you know, and it's 10 feet from our neighborhood. You know, I mean, you can walk out your door and you'll be in his neighborhood, you know. And we at Southgate, Lily Pond, Riverdale, Blue Springs disapprove of this.
Now, it's okay. You approve of it if white folk built something for you. But when a brother come in and build something, oh, he pumping fentanyl. He pumping this. He pumping weapons.
See?
You can't make this shit up, man.
You wonder why the younger gen don't F with Dodie because they be hating on them. They see them, why you hating on them, bro?
Bro Mark, God damn, you want to chime in on this? You heard what Bro Shike say? What, you agree with that, Bro Mark?
Yes, sir. Well, you see the age, you know, that's a baby boomer too.
Right.
And you remember what we said earlier in the podcast. You know, King Randall is a young man who's you know, he's connected with the youth and he's moving things in the area. But the baby boomers, they want to make sure Massa all right. Cause we can trust Massa, but we can't be trusting that old darky. And
correct.
And that's what
Dude,
what it going
guess how
through.
much it cost me
Now,
to make sure my family gets $1 million if something ever happens.
It's crazy, bro.
because this look at every one of them. Watch the ones that's shining up there. And like you said, you know, it's sad, but it's true. But remember, bro, Juice, we got some interest in that city too. So, you know, it's interesting around there.
I mean, they sitting around talking about playing bingo at these little recreational centers that, you know, the oppressor has built, and that's just fine. That's just enough for us. We don't need to build nothing else here. We good. We good.
Yes.
Damn.
This is a family, you know,
Yes, sir,
neighborhood,
master.
BMO homes. And from my understanding, Mr. Randall has other building that he can use for this, that he has, for the boys' home, that he's not using for anything. So if he want to have a boys' home, use the facility he already have and not bring this out in our neighborhood. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Dawson.
So I'm gonna go ahead and stop it right there because help me, Holy Ghost. Listen, I'm gonna just shoot it straight with y'all, okay? I don't want to hear another Negro talk about white supremacy and racism. I don't want to hear it. I don't even want to hear about your myth of oppression and white supremacy. I'm done. You know why? Because the biggest threat that prevents Black people today from flourishing, it's not white supremacy, but it's other Black people. And I don't care who gets offended by that statement, nor.
Boom, there it is. Y'all heard him. Us. We are worse enemies.
Didn't I tell you? How can you call
We
it
way worse than white
racism
supremacy.
when your own culture people committing racism against you?
I'm working on a book. I'm letting y'all know now. And it's inspired me to put this book out. Maybe it might ain't be a book, it might just like be a pamphlet book, but it's definitely going to be. It's going to be. And Dawson heard it before. I threw it out there, but now I really got to put my foot on it. It's called The Nigga Autopilot. And a lot of these motherfuckers are stuck in nigga
you told me that
autopilot.
one there before.
Yeah, they stuck in nigga autopilot, bro.
You told me that one, yeah.
Yeah, they stuck in nigga autopilot.
Shaq. No, it's your other one too, Shaq. They in a time warp. They stuck in a time warp.
Well, now I know the time warp. It's a nigga autopilot now. It's nigga. hey, it's another. It's the condition of the mind. The minds are still conditioned. You know what I mean? They don't see the best in the next generation, bro. It's like, well, damn, if y'all not supporting them, goddamn.
Why you?
But here we go. Here we go.
The predicament we in now.
Let me, y'all. Do y'all remember me speaking on the fact that all of this conditioning that we've been receiving, you know, the whole women clutch their purses, white women clutch their purses when young Black people get in the elevator and all this other stuff. The terrible Black man, the terrible Black woman, all of that stuff conditions us too. Because these people, they don't want it there because they mad. They want it there because they scared. I mean, they don't want it there because they're afraid. They're afraid of having the youth coming in their neighborhood. So it's a big perception issue too. And that's that training that we've been getting, that brainwashing that we've been getting on the regular. So we have to recognize that there is a large group of us that do not want to be interacting with these youth that we see that's out of control, doing takeovers and all this kind of stuff, you know, and that's a real issue in our community.
Yeah.
And you know, like we said, Black pain, they stay growth. They're afraid of self-sustainability. They want to continue to be uninformed. They want to just, you know, allow the narrative to be painted by the corporate media. You know, outrage and ratings and tragedy is a profit now with mainstream media. You get what I'm saying? And you know, it's like this emotionally charged clicks and views is a revenue for the controlling class of America. And you know, we got to start having some dignity, y'all. We got to bring dignity back. We got to bring dignity back. We need to make dignity popular again. We need to make dignity okay again. You know what I'm saying? We got to, it's like, that's what we try to do at Urban Matters. We try to, we exist because we're trying to reclaim that narrative, y'all. We're trying to expose all this manipulation. And we want to be the center of humanity again here at Urban Matters BMG, y'all. Y'all understand what I'm saying, family? I got to just thank all of y'all, man, for bringing what y'all bringing. Y'all got some last word. We're gonna wrap this thing up. Y'all give me some last words, closing statements. Sister Chef, let it rip.
Oh, you know, like I said, I guess my saying going forward, we can't call it racism when all culture people being racist towards us. But we got to be the solution for the change. Because as you can see, the older generation still here in 2026 for them people speaking up at city council. They're going against this good brother. But did any of them speak up against them illegals? Did anybody speak up against the homelessness that's going on in Georgia? Did anybody call out these politicians? I'm sure they taxes is going up as well. What Brother D at? I know Brother D say his taxes going up, right? Did y'all go speak at City Hall about that? See? That's how they do. But we just gotta keep making a change. I'm working on something called a strategy. I don't like to reveal everything online. But Brother Juice, I'll get back with you, but it's already in
Yes,
play.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And make sure you become available tomorrow, Sister Chef, for that Rushite. Get with us early in the AM so we can know what time we're gonna try to crank up this Juneteenth show. All right, Rushite. Let's hear it. You with us, Rushite?
He dropped too.
Oh, he dropped. Bro Mark, you there?
Yes, sir.
All right,
Yes,
give us
sir.
some closing statements.
Closing statement. We are a people that suffer from a lot of pains and issues, from brainwashing to straight up abuse. The pain of being successful and not having any direction. And we have to figure out how to navigate these things and navigate them to a positive. We always navigate for negative. We always find the F's. We find the fault, we find the problem with everything, and we don't spend enough time highlighting the A's. We got to start turning the F's into A's so we can get back on top again. I land my plane and salute.
Absolutely. Salute to y'all, man. And listen, Urban Matters, you heard it here first. The home of the receipts. Stop letting them take black suffering and turning it into a spectacle. Stop letting them make us some type of form of entertainment when it comes to black pain, y'all. Come on, man. We got to get it together, man. If we don't do it, who gonna do it? Who gonna do it, y'all? Urban Matters, salute. Peace, peace, peace.